Great day to be alive on this Thursday. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust. No Kyle Wallace today. He left the show yesterday after basically saying, I'm all in on the Green Bay Packers. They answered all my questions in the offseason, while proceeding to then ask questions in his statement about things that they didn't address, so he doesn't have answers to all of his questions. Left me very confused.
Very, very confused, but that is Kyle Wallace, Packer backer, sometimes blinded by the green and gold, and especially, I feel like right now, especially too, training camp starts next week. Hope springs eternal for all different franchises, but particularly the Green Bay Packers. Kyle Wallace probably going to convince himself it's possibly a Super Bowl year.
He can convince himself of anything, is what I've realized.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's Brad Nortman. He's in the seat that Kyle Wallace normally sits in. Alex Strofe is running the show. KBN Nation, as always, at 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless talk and text line. Less is more. Always watch on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison if you can. And listen and listen back on the easy-to-use ESPN Wisconsin app. Strofe, how was your day today? Did you break the mic?
I didn't break it. I think we're back now. My day was really, really good. I had a great start to my day by hanging out with my good friend and pal, Ben Brust.
It was Ben and Strofe's excellent adventures today.
It sure was. And
did you know that we went somewhere together for an hour?
No. I'm dying to know what this excellent adventure was all about. Because you two together in one space for too long is just recipe for chaos.
I don't think so. I thought it was a great time that we had together, and Strofe put it really, really well to me. If you would have told me 2 years ago that we would have been in this situation that we were in today, he would not have believed you.
Oh, wow.
Do you care to elaborate?
Sure. Me and Ben were at the jewelry store together.
At the jewelry store together?
That's a great way to put it.
We were out at Robert Hack, and Ben was picking up a few things. I actually helped him finalize his decision of his wedding ring.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Isn't that wild?
You're taking Strofe's advice?
Dude,
on your
it was
wedding?
a really clean ring.
I had nobody else with me, Brad. Nobody.
But if anyone that you said, hey, I need a second opinion, let me, Strofe, why don't you come over here?
Well, Leslie has helped me. She helped me pick out my fiance's engagement ring.
Yeah, it's
we put it all
beautiful.
together. And so it was a phenomenal process. And now what's the date? In 5 days, it'll be a month till the wedding.
It's exactly 5 weeks from today.
I guess I will say, though, Strofe has a unique...
I'm getting married on a Friday. It's Thursday. How could it be exactly 5 weeks from today?
There might be 30 days?
Oh, it might be 30. It's 36 days. 5 weeks from tomorrow.
31 days in July, so it's not exactly...
Yeah, but no, it's 5 weeks from tomorrow. It's 5 weeks from tomorrow. 36 days.
But Strofe would be a good combination of, pumping you up for your decision.
That's what I'm saying.
So good on you. But also, he's willing to tell the truth as well and be like, you know what? No, I don't like that.
I
but
feel
that
like I
one.
told you a couple rings I didn't like.
You did.
I learned the word scripture. I believe that wasn't the right word.
I don't think so.
Scripture.
Not like
Inscribed?
biblical, but just like little waves that would be on certain rings or certain designs. Scripture's not the right word.
You didn't learn anything.
You didn't learn it.
No, I learned what radiant meant. I learned what was the one word? Maybe I didn't learn anything.
Jeez, what?
Hold on, I've got a notepad.
Yeah, where's your notepad, dude?
Let me get it out.
So,
And this
I
guy's
have a question for the audience.
Solitaire.
Solitaire.
That means there's only one diamond
Oh.
rather than multiple diamonds.
Are you getting diamonds in your band?
No.
Okay.
But I do want to ask at 800-990-3776, Carlos Talking Text Line, do you show your wedding band to your significant other? So here's what happened. We went in together and she picked out a band, and then this was 6 months ago. Throughout the process of wearing the engagement ring, she would try on other people's wedding bands to see if she liked it better. And so I had a deposit down.
Test drive.
Yeah, and so I picked out the wedding band, and she has no idea what I picked out.
Really?
Yes. Is that dangerous?
Very dangerous.
I feel really confident that I nailed it.
Has she given you any tell as far as I like this style?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Is she tried it on a bunch, and she sent me a picture of one that she liked.
And did you try to replicate that as closely
as I could?
Okay, so that's pretty good.
And I think I nailed it.
I would be,
but the next time she would see said wedding band is in that 36 days later at the wedding when I put it on her hand.
Could you imagine at the altar and you pull it out and it's like
I mean,
she won't. She won't because you've done your research.
Here's the thing: we were looking at our options, and I would just say
inscription. Thank you, Adam.
Yes, inscription is the word we were looking for. I would just say our friend Leslie at Robert Hack, very helpful, very knowledgeable.
How do you know she was helpful and knowledgeable?
Because I was listening to her talk to you.
Just to me?
Yeah, I mean, well, not just to me. That's not just to you. Not just she was also very helpful and knowledgeable with me. But I would say listening to her talk about the wedding band and the knowledge of you don't show it to your fiance until you get to the altar, and the knowledge of which one was a better option for you. It was very helpful. I don't think you and I know what the hell we're doing there. So
I mean, I have a better idea than you based off the start of the show, and you need even to pull up your notes.
Well, I've never bought a wedding ring before. I mean, jewelry before.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever stepped foot in a jewelry store with the intention of looking at engagement rings, wedding bands, things like that?
That's a great question that is going to make him quiver.
How is that a great question? Have I ever done it prior to today is the question?
Yes.
Yeah, the answer is no.
Wow. So the first memory for you. So first of all, you've talked about marriage and engagement with your girlfriend. You've never actually went ring shopping.
Today would be the first step in that direction.
What a memory to do it alongside.
We did it together. I was living in crazy world.
That is insane.
I picked out and I'm like, Strofe. I can't believe I was like, Strofe, what do you think of this one?
Dude, I'll tell you what. When we got to your wedding rings, though, I was like, okay, I feel a little bit more comfortable here because there's not like diamonds here or gold or silver. It's just like
prongs and
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's just like okay, which one looks good on Ben?
Yeah, men's bands are pretty straightforward.
The one we landed on, I think, was the right option from the get go. You were a little quivery. But you look really sharp.
You got to test drive, a couple options before you.
Brad, so Ben's knuckle is incredibly large. We've learned, so we were trying on different ring sizes. I think we started at 7.
No. See, I had worn an 8.75 around the house in the winter, trying for sizing.
An 8.75.
But hold on.
That's big, isn't it?
Oh my God, hold on. We started there, and then he's like, yeah, I can't get it on. I can't even get an 8.75
Yeah, I couldn't even get the 8.7
So then we got to the 9. Then we got to a 9.25. Then we got to a 9.5. Then we got to a 9.75. Then we got to a 10.
What?
Then we got to a 10.25. Then we got to a 10.5. And he's taking test rings on and off and on and off. And finally, Leslie at Robert Hack goes, I'm going to go get the Windex. So we start spraying his hand with Windex in order to get these
slide off.
Oh my goodness!
His knuckle is giant.
What happened? Too many pop knuckles. Basketball.
My hands are completely they're the ugly. My left pinky, it sits normal. If you can see on YouTube, it sits. See how it sits down?
Oh yeah. Those hands have seen a thing or two.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of deflections, some rebounds where your hand gets hit, a lot of knuckle issues.
So what size did you land on?
10.25.
10.25.
Thick knuckle.
What's the average size?
That is massive.
That would have been a good thing to look up prior to this conversation.
That's a hula hoop. That is so big.
It's a hula hoop. Average size of a men's wedding band. See how fat my knuckles are. 6 to 8?
Yeah, so let's say, dude, I couldn't.
6 to 8?
I was looking at mine, and I don't think I'm like.
Let me see it.
No, the average size for men is between 8 and 10. Women is 6 and 8.
Oh, there's no. I'm just touching Brad Nortman's.
Try it on.
Do you know the size?
Ready? It's just getting stuck at the knuckle.
No, that looks good.
No, that's pretty stuck.
I mean, I don't. Do we have?
I think I'm a
find some
high
index.
8. Maybe.
I kind of want to put it on so it gets stuck,
don't.
and then Brad
Do not
Nortman
put-
has anxiety.
We don't need this to be like surgically removed and surgically cut off.
That's
Wow.
what Windex is for.
Dave is calling me a daredevil because he let his wife pick out both the engagement ring and wedding band. And so I'm flying blind on the wedding band. I don't even. I saw her today.
That would stress me out.
I don't
too
even
much.
think she knows that I bought the wedding band today.
Well, how would she know?
Because
Until right now.
I think I might have told her me and Strofe were going on a field trip.
Yeah, but she never would. If I heard that and I was your fiance, my conclusion would never be, oh, the two of them will make a good decision. They would never get to that point. They're gonna joke. They're gonna be off topic. They won't come to a conclusion.
I
didn't joke at
disagree.
all.
No jokes.
Well,
I mean, there was jokes.
but
We were focused.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think we did a really good job.
I mean, I think you did a great job.
Do we have more news?
No,
No news.
Okay.
no news.
I just came prepared. Let's just put it that way. I knew what I was looking for.
Have you been given guidance, potential on what your girlfriend might want?
Ben, would you like to answer that question on my behalf?
He came in with everything she wanted. He didn't know the names of the terms that she wrote on a piece of paper to give to Leslie.
Oh, wow.
I know we like gold. I know we want a radiant cut. And we know we want it to be a solitaire ring.
That's a pretty good shortcut, though.
No, but he said he said we need a solitaire cut.
And she goes, wait a minute.
That's not a cut.
Got it backwards.
Cut is the C's, right? Like clarity and all that.
Yeah, I think so. It's been a long time. I don't even know.
Here,
I'll
you
tell
can
you
have
what-
your wedding ring back.
Thanks, Ben. The idea of you. Was there anybody else in the store?
Yes, later.
I can't imagine what people would think
Oh!
when they see you characters in Robert Hack.
I mean, it could have been for us. You never know. It literally. How often? How often?
Are two men and a...
Yeah.
that's a fair point.
Did you gander around it? I'm sure they had other things in there beyond rings. Did you look at any other
No,
jewelry
this was
for
a
yourself,
mission.
or
This was a
just
mission.
total focus?
This was a mission. Make Stroh feel like he knows somewhat of what he's talking about so he can
Okay.
be educated when he's grilled with 1,000 questions when he gets home. Is that fair?
Yeah, so my girlfriend called me and texted me. I sent you a screenshot of the text. She goes, so how was your field trip this morning? Because she knew where we were going. I said, it was great. And then she said, why was it great? And I just said, it was awesome. And she said, why was it awesome? And I said, it was stupendous. Why was it stupendous? So I'm avoiding every question.
You're gonna hold that for a while?
Yeah, she doesn't need to know.
Okay.
John in Milwaukee on the Carbless Talk and Text line. I know there's no news yet, but the big question is, did Alex Strofe make a purchase on the field trip?
Today I did not spend any money, no.
Should have put $1 down.
Are you allowed to do that?
Yeah, you could put money down.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I wish I would have known that.
Oh my gosh.
Can we go back after the show?
You heard me.
Wait.
You heard me check out. I had already
Yeah,
put.
but you have already made purchases there. You bought
No.
your engagement ring there.
I already had a wedding band picked out, and then I had to change that today. But I was able to put my deposit for that wedding band towards the new one.
So you're telling me I could have been like, hey, here's a couple $100 to get the ball rolling?
Yes.
Sure, they would never have turned
No.
down
Yeah.
the money.
What?
I've never bought a wedding ring
Have you
before. How am I
bought?
supposed to
Have
know
you
this?
bought a car?
It's a
like
fairly common
a house?
thing
No,
to pay
no,
off
no.
over
Well,
time.
both of those things regard loans, though. Do you take out a loan for jewelry?
There are. I don't know about Robert Hack, but there are payment plans that are quite common because they
You know
tend
what
to
I'm
be
realizing?
pretty expensive.
I have no idea.
You're
what the
not
hell
ready
I'm
for
doing.
marriage. You don't even know about financing.
Well, I mean, yeah, no.
What's your guys' credit score?
I
Well,
think
mine's pretty good.
I think you can actually build up your credit score.
Hers
a
is
little
better
bit
than
by taking
mine,
out
but mine's pretty
financing on
good.
What's pretty good?
I'm not telling you my credit score on the radio. I'll tell you in the commercial.
It'll
Is
be
that
like
bad?
Modus Khan identity stolen again.
Can they steal my identity if I tell them how good my credit score
I
is?
don't-
I mean, if you say it's super high, they might be more, willing to go after you.
Brad, how's your credit?
It's really good.
Same.
What do you mean? What do you think Brad's credit score is?
I think I probably have better
What's the
credit than
highest
Brad.
it could be?
850?
Oh, Brad's is 900 then.
No, the highest is 850.
Yeah, then yours is 900.
It
No, you
doesn't
can't go
work
over.
like that.
I understand it doesn't work like that, but what I'm saying is yours is probably as pristine as possible.
I think mine is like
849.
No, it's like 805.
Mine is not that good.
I'm better than Brad in credit score.
Really?
825.
No kidding.
Yes, sir.
Wow. I never would have thought, but I guess you are pretty meticulous. When you're meticulous with something, you're meticulous.
Oh, yeah, and I'm the Bills guy at the house. Of course.
The Bills guy.
Of course.
Love a Bills guy.
Manly, the man of the house. Taking care of the Bills.
Run that
and actually, do whatever you want. Who's ever smarter with money? That should be the way to do it. This was fascinating when this stumbled across my desk. Nothing actually stumbled across my desk. I wanted to say it. It made me feel like I had an office.
You sounded prestigious.
Yes. There is something that we have to discuss that the itch-scratching gambler, 100 gambler, if you need it, Brad Nortman, put on my desk today. It was fascinating. Quickly to Diana McGuanago. Diana, no Kyle. Welcome into Kyle, Brust, and Nortman without your favorite person.
Where is he?
I cannot tell you about his whereabouts.
He doesn't like us to tell people where he is.
Oh, that's right. Actually, he was going back and forth with Strofe about going on vacation.
We talked
about him
this the
not
other
telling
day.
him where he was going.
He told me he was going to Mexico.
Anyhow,
we found out he lied.
I just heard you guys talking about as in getting married, and I just asked Strofe if he was planning on getting married very soon. And I just heard you guys talking about jewelers and stuff like that. Kessler's is a really nice place to go. And yes, you can go ahead and pick something out, Stroll, and you can do payment plans and put it on layaway. It just depends on how big you plan on going, whether or not you can actually afford it outright. Otherwise,
if it's big, you can't afford it outright, Diana.
Fair point.
We appreciate the call.
To answer her question, am I planning on getting engaged soon? I guess we'll all find out together.
I mean,
soon is the operative word.
Well, yeah. Define soon.
2025 or not.
Oh.
I guess we'll all find out together.
Oh, my gosh. Now you're being lame about all this, trying to be secretive.
Very coy.
The guy who was going to elope is now trying to be secretive.
Well, yeah. Now that I have secretive back on my side, I better utilize it.
Something really big came across my desk today. We talk about it next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
We were going to extend more invites, but I just jumped the gun for some reason at the meeting because I thought I was being like funny and personable, and I just don't know how to read the room. I was like, oh, this guy who doesn't know me is going to think it's hilarious that I'm with Josh, and I'm saying, hey, Josh, you didn't get the first round invite. Suck it.
How, in what world would that person find that funny, though?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. The best source for every piece of NFL news you need to know.
I would just say that right now I think all options are on the table. I think that they went through that trade thing and they talked to teams, and it's not like those talks are shut down.
ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter is on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Sponsored by Island Resort and Casino.
But they didn't go anywhere. And when they don't go anywhere, it opens up the possibility that they could be back.
On 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Forget average. At Exterior Pros, they bring the heat. They're not here to meet standards. They're here to smash them. From the first swing of the hammer to the final reveal, they're leveling up your home with every window, every shingle, and every single detail. This isn't just a remodel. It's a glow up for your house. Built tough, built beautiful, built to turn heads. Want in? Let's go. Lock in your project now and save $3,000. Exterior Pros, where bold meets built. Trust the pros and visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274.
The Bog in Saukville is Ozaki County's best golf experience. 18 championship holes designed by legendary golfer Arnold Palmer cater to golfers of all skill levels. Settled amongst over 250 acres of beautiful private land, the Bog offers a truly unforgettable golf experience. Play the finest greens of Wisconsin, and after your round, have a signature cocktail while enjoying our Friday fish fry from the clubhouse overlooking the 18th green. It's time to golf, Wisconsin. It's time to enjoy the Bog.
Windows, windows, windows. You hear all about everyone's windows and how theirs are the greatest. I'll tell you, our windows are the best as well. Hi, I'm Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, and I'm right there with you. We've taken the most trusted brand in windows, Pella, and paired them with such an outstanding business that we will deliver results to you at your home. Siding Unlimited has won Pella's prestigious 5-time Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award. Siding Unlimited is the company to install your new windows.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
The Big Slide, barns and barns of animals, and all that food on a stick. State Fair is one of the biggest events of the summer, and we'd like to send you there. Compliments of Discount Liquor. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Purchase any one case 30-pack cans of Miller High Life or any one 12-pack Leinenkugel craft beer and receive one free State Fair ticket, all while supplies last. But don't delay. Tickets go quickly. And I know you don't want to miss the bacon-wrapped bacon. Visit us today at 51st and Oklahoma in Milwaukee and on Barstow and Main in downtown Waukesha. Discount Liquor, voted best liquor store in Milwaukee again. See us this week for your free Wisconsin State Fair ticket.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
And visit us online at discountliquorinc.com.
Get ready for Germanfest, carnival style. Sink your teeth into Spanferkel, cheer on the tiny racers at the Dachshund Derby, and dance the night away with Vox Club, Juhe aus Tirol, and top bands from around the country. Don't miss the colorful parade, and on Saturday night, wear your best costume for the masquerade ball at the Miller stage. Eat, drink, schunkel, and make it your tradition at Germanfest. For more information and online tickets, visit germanfest.com.
Gear up for Quick Trip's Mountain Dew Quick Climb. Now through August 17th. Play free daily in the Quick Rewards app and earn bonus plays with every eligible purchase. Grab one with hot food. That's 2 bonus plays. Each week, the cash prize climbs by $5,000, all the way to a $250,000 grand prize. So open the app and get climbing. Your summer, your climb, your win. No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents residing in Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota, Michigan, South Dakota, North Dakota, or Wisconsin. Ends August 17th. Bonus plays require qualifying purchase. See full rules at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes. You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
You got me all in my head.
Put it on the poll, Alex Strofe. This came across my desk from Bradley Nortman. The Brewers to make the World Series are plus 1,300, according to Potawatomi Sportsbook. The Packers to make the Super Bowl are plus 1,000 per Potawatomi Sportsbook. One season has not started. One is in the All-Star break. The odds of the Brewers have dropped significantly since the start of the season and from 2 weeks ago. They were plus 2,500 to make the World Series. They are now plus 1,300 to make the World Series. So we ask you, 800-990-3776, if you had $100 lying around, which do you like better? The Brewers at plus 1,300 or the Packers at plus 1,000 for each of them to make the championship of their respective sports? 800-990-3776, the Carbos Talking text line.
I never thought I would come to this conclusion at any time in the near future, but I think I like the Milwaukee Brewers more. And there's a couple reasons why. First of all, it's just stunning that they have almost the same exact odds to make the championship games of their respective sports. Unbelievable, because it feels like the Green Bay Packers always pretty close to being able to make the Super Bowl, always in the conversation. It's reflective of how serious the betting community and those that make those odds know how close the Milwaukee Brewers are to also making the World Series. Newsflash, Brewers are legit. But to me, I think it is the Milwaukee Brewers, and here's why. They have certain attributes of their team that are elite. Their starting pitching between Peralta, Mizrowski, and Big Woo That's elite. That's an elite 1, 2, 3 right there. They've got good relievers. They've got a closer who's also an all-star. Now, the batting, if we're going to listen to Jeff Passan say that they need one more big bat to be true contenders, which there's truth to that, but they are 7th in runs scored in Major League Baseball, so they are able to produce runs, and they've got a little bit of an it factor. They've got a little bit of grittiness. They've got some belief, and they're led by a manager who they believe in and who leads them fearlessly.
I mean, dog.
So for all those reasons, but particularly the elite pitching, the staff, as Ben continues to educate me on and making sure I can be as close to a steam head as possible, I just love that they actually have elite portions of their team that directly translates to World Series berths. As I look at the Green Bay Packers, I struggle to find something that's elite about them to where I can say, oh yeah, that is an ingredient of a Super Bowl team. Usually it's one of two things: elite quarterback, truly elite quarterback, or elite defense. I can't say that Jordan Love or this defense is elite. So because of that, my conclusion is Milwaukee Brewers, primarily because of the elite pitching, more likely, or for me, a better bet to go to the World Series, which is just stunning to say on July 17th.
Yeah, you make some really good points, and I am probably with you. If you're going to pick the Packers, it's because you look at the division and think this is an opportunity of what everyone's been saying for a long time now. This is the year that X makes a jump. When I say X, I don't mean Xavier McKinney. I was going to say X makes a jump, Y makes a jump, Z makes a jump. And Jordan Love in his third year puts it all together.
That's the one.
And he plays at an elite level. They were a top 10 defense last year. This is Jeff Hafley's second year. And the biggest thing about this bet is if the Packers do win the NFC North, which is a really tough challenge based off not the division itself necessarily, which is part of the equation, but how their schedule lays out in terms of opponents. They start with the Detroit Lions, and they end with a ton of divisional games at the end of the season. But if they do win the division, they're likely going to be in the 12-13 win. They're going to be at a better seed. They're going to be doing what
probably 1 or 2 seed.
2 or 3 probably would be my guess. You still got the Eagles.
Yeah.
But the overall point is you've been fighting an uphill battle as the Green Bay Packers with somewhat similar odds heading into the season to win a Super Bowl. And when I think about if they do win the NFC North, they're not the 7 seed anymore, fighting upwards on the road every game against the higher seeds. They've been that. And if they can do the whole thing that we've all talked about, I see Jason Wilde, who's joining us coming up pretty soon here, talking about the next player on his top 20 most important Packers list. There's a lot of guys that need to prove a lot. And if they do, there's some ifs here because we're talking about a bet before the season. This is where you could maybe get some value on the Packers. Or if you think because the schedule's tough, there may be some bumps early, but you think they're going to rebound, you could maybe get them at better odds in the middle of the season. But as it stands right now, I like the more known commodity, and that is Mizorowski, Freddie Peralta. The one thing we've talked about is from a starting pitching standpoint is Brandon Woodruff. Can he continue to stay healthy, and can he get the velocity up just a little bit from that standpoint? And obviously the back end of the bullpen, I do believe in. So we're asking you 800-990-3776 with the odds to go to the respective championships. The Brewers are plus 1,300, and the Packers are plus 1,000. What odds, if you had $100, would you do? Cheesehead Bucky, you are on the Carbless Talk and Text line. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. No Kyle.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing today?
What's up, Cheesehead Bucky?
Man, nothing. Just out here working. So I think I'm gonna have to go with the Brewers. Just one because I get plus 1,300.
That's the value.
It's like you said. If Woodruff can stay healthy, I got 3 horses, and hopefully we can keep game. Well, not we because I'm a Cubs fan, but we can keep the games low, and then they can go ahead and win those games with that great pitching staff that they do have.
I love it, Cheesehead Bucky. And the 3-horse thing, I'd say right now they're 2.5 horses. And I want to see more Woodruff before we can call him three-headed monster. But even without Woodruff, they were able to have the best record in May. The best 50-game record since the end of the All-Star, to the start of the All-Star break. All the great nuggets that if you missed yesterday's show, go listen back with some Brewers math.
Yeah.
Now, Bradley, quickly, let's go to what I believe is just, I'm going to let Ron speak for himself. Ron, welcome into Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Hi. I'll make it quick since I know what you're saying is you don't agree with me. The Bucks are closer than either of those two teams.
Oh, my God.
And this is where I'll – wait. Since I don't know if you guys can do this on the air anymore. A friendly matchstick wager, and I don't mean friendly. I mean Ben DM me, we can do it. I'll put 100 matchsticks that the Bucks go further in the playoffs than either of those teams with any of you guys that you want to. Right now, those two teams might not even make the playoffs. Ben won't do it.
See, but we're not. The conversation, Ron, is complete. Like, you take a conversation and flip it completely, which is not what we're doing here. Because if we want to look at the Bucks odds to make it to the championship, I can find that. We're not talking about who goes further in the playoffs. And to be honest, yeah, history would say that if Giannis and team comes back, it'd be pretty damn hard for him to get knocked out of the first round 4 straight years. It's not a bet I would want to be on the other side of. But that being said, I do have more belief. I probably would take him on that bet. The difference being is the Brewers, can they get through the first wild card? Again,
it's a tricky wild card round.
But are they going to be a wild card team? Because they have more season in front of them. They have the third best record in the NL.
Yeah.
So he's got my juice. He hijacked the show to get my betting juices flowing because he knows how to get into my brain and make a wager maybe directly with him if I'd like to.
But the NBA playoffs, they're structured different. So many teams make it, and it's structured so that if you have a superstar or two, you're likely going to advance, but you're probably not going to be a championship team. Packers and Brewers actually have a legitimate championship run the way they're constructed now, because the MLB playoffs, those are a gauntlet, man. That's the only reason I have hesitation with the Brewers.
But you start with the 3-game series, and it gets longer as the season goes on, or the playoffs go on.
It's hard to beat the Dodgers or the Cubs over the course of a 7-game series. You really earn it. In the NFL, you got to win 2 or 3 games. That's it.
Let's go to Jason Wilde on the other side. I want to hear what he has to say. He's not a betting man, but I think he'd be intrigued on the odds of both the Brewers and the Bucks to get to their respective championships. Plus, he dropped the 4th most important Packer on Channel 3000 in the upcoming Green Bay Packers season. Jason Wilde joins us next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
What are you going to do with the video?
It was going to be on Snapchat if I got the pick right.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know it's not just a car, it also drives your children's dreams. So whether you're going to soccer practice, robotics club, or opening night in the school play, we help protect those dreams. Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The deals are heating up at the Summer Savings Event all summer long at Cunis. Get the hottest savings of the year at nearby Milwaukee Metro Cunis locations in Oak Creek, Greenfield, and the new Cunis Hope Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall. We have sizzling new vehicle specials on the most popular cars, trucks, and SUVs from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. Or with one of our 10 pre-owned super specials, you'll be swimming in a pool of savings. Plus, keep your vehicle refreshed with our service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes.
I'm Brian Bohm, General Manager of Cunis of Oak Creek.
And I'm Bill Eater, General Manager of Cunis of Greenfield.
We would like to invite you to take advantage of these great monthly specials.
And remember that your vehicle will be covered by our exclusive No Fear Lifetime Powertrain Warranty included with new and qualified pre-owned purchases.
Call or stop in today for your VIP appointment.
Get outside and enjoy the Summer Savings Event at Cunis. Start your search online at CunisMilwaukee.com.
For windows with the strongest resilience, you need the Pella Experience.
The biggest thing for us in the Experience Center was the collaboration with the team. We were able to come in and sit down and go over a bunch of different options, and it wasn't just us dictating what we wanted.
They asked us things we didn't even know or think about, from colors to hardware, and because of that, we were able to get the best possible look for our home.
Hi, I'm Gina Della from Pella. Just like Jim and Haley, you too can see, feel, open, close, and compare dozens of window and door options from 7 different Pella lines, side by side, at our Pella Experience Center in Brookfield. And today is a great day to stop by because right now you can get 0% interest for up to 5 years. The Pella Experience Center is on Blue Mountain Road, kitty corner to delicious Cops. With a range of affordable options and products assembled in the USA, get the look you want at a price you can afford. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Certain restrictions apply in 7/31/2025.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S. And they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit LakelandSupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 59. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 59, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
Hey, golf enthusiasts! Discover a hidden lakeside course in beautiful Delavan, Wisconsin at Majestic Oaks. Tee off on a course with over 2 miles of lakefront where wide fairways and challenging greens await. It's an 18-hole golfing experience like no other. Join them for the best family golf nights in the state where everyone can enjoy the game together. Golf, cart, drinks, and snacks for under $15 a person and several membership options for you to find the perfect fit for your lifestyle. Ready to play? Book your tee time today at lakelawnresort.com. Majestic Oaks Golf Course, where your best game awaits.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
There's a little groupthink going on there. I'm not going to disagree.
3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
He is a good general manager. Anybody who disputes that, they have other issues.
Holding everybody accountable.
I'm not sure that was good enough for us to even play on our show.
Jason Wilde is on Kyle Brust and Nortman.
No Kyle Wallace, but you got Ben Brust, Brad Nortman, and Strophy running the show. You're now joined across ESPN Wisconsin by Jason Wilde. Listen to Jason on Wilde and Tausch 9 to noon across these very stations. Jason, what is going on?
Hey, thanks for having me on early, boys. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Happy to do so. Was going through the Twitterverse, Twitter X, some call it, and saw, Strofe hates that I call it Twitter X. It's known as Twitter. It's called X, so I combine them. Sorry, buddy. And I saw that the 4th most important Packer heading into the 2025 season is Tucker Kraft. Tucker Kraft.
Opinion, I think Strofe, when I asked for your input on that, and again, I don't want to single out the fact that the 3 people on the panel today, 2 of them were asked for their opinion, but 1 was not. But
Sorry, Benny.
Did you think I had Tucker Kraft too high, too low, or just right?
I believe I told you you had him too high.
And Brad Nortman, what did you think?
I think it might have been slightly high, but I didn't have an objection with it, to be honest.
Looking back, my response was I would flip Rashawn Gary and Tucker Kraft, who at the time, I don't know if this ended up coming to fruition. Rashawn Gary was 8th, Tucker Kraft was 4th. Obviously, the Kraft portion did come to fruition. But I told you to flip those 2.
So with all of that context, let's hear Jason's reasoning as to why Tucker Kraft is 4 versus what you had thought Rashawn Gary should be.
If you read the story, I mean, look, it's got Adam Stenovich talking about it. It's got Jordan Love talking about it. They apparently think that he needs to be the focal point of the offense. That's the only explanation, at least the passing game, I should say, because I think, Josh Jacobs is still going to tote the mail for these guys and be a significant piece of their success. But, like, of all these wide receivers they got, the idea of Luke Musgrave maybe staying healthy, that's all well and good. But, Tucker Kraft played 85% of the offensive snaps last year.
Damn.
That's a ton.
And he's moving people,
with
too.
The time that Love, yeah, right. And with the time Love missed, he may have played a higher percentage than Love did, which is crazy. And then, in the story, you can read how, Love basically says, look, we got to find ways to give him the ball more. And to me, that was kind of what cinched it in my mind. I did kind of listen to Jordan Love instead of to Alex Strofe, which I wouldn't always do, but in this instance I did. And I left them there. And so, again, how they go about executing it, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, gosh, he's even their short yardage quarterback / tight end sneak guy. So I think he's a really, really important piece. They need him to stay healthy. They need him to be productive. They need to find ways to, even though he's a good blocker, both as a chipper or a thumper coming out of the tight end position and being a check down guy, and still getting out in a pattern. Like, they need to figure out ways to get him the ball where he doesn't have that delay in his release and he can just take off from the line of scrimmage. And maybe that's playing more two tight ends. I don't know, but they got a lot of mouths to feed, but clearly they believe that Tucker's the first guy at the trough.
According to research of our KBN producer, Alex Strofe, Tucker Kraft did play more snaps than Jordan Love. Now, a quick follow-up when you hear the quote about Jordan Love wanting to get Tucker Kraft the ball more. There's been some discussion, a lot of discussion, obviously, with the wide receiver room, especially when you add a first-round wide receiver like Matthew Golden, where they did in the 23rd pick. But when it comes to Jaden Reed, are we hearing that he needs to get the ball more from Jordan Love or Matt LaFleur, or did this one stand out more particularly to you because it was about Tucker Kraft?
No, this is definitely different. I mean, in the Jaden Reed portion, I think what they were saying was we need to get him the ball differently. And I know I've said this to you guys before, but of all the plays last year that I didn't like, the one where they're in the low red zone and he comes around on a pop pass or a jet sweep and just gets obliterated by a defender at the corner. Like, that's why they have Savion Williams now, who's 6'4", 220, as opposed to Jaden Reed, who's like 5'10", 187. And when LaFleur chalks up his reduced productivity down the stretch and him disappearing as being related to him not being healthy and being banged up, and LaFleur himself says we got to find ways to take some of those hits off of him. And I know Jaden Reed probably took that as, well, yeah, but I still want my touches. But they have to be smarter with how they utilize him, because I think people have forgotten because, he had so many drops. He disappeared down the stretch. I think people have forgotten how during the first half of the season he was really, really good. Including whether that was underneath stuff, whether that was from the slot, whether that was from outside, whether that was that downfield catch where it's three Rams defenders and it's, Effett, Reed's down there somewhere, and it worked out like that. He's a really good football player. And I just, I keep thinking back to Gabe and what he said to Strofe and me when we were at the State of the Packers at Summerfest. I just think he's a bigger, more crucial component than, the guy's led him in receiving each of the last 2 years, both catches and yards. So, he does. I think he's more like Cobb, and Cobb used to line up outside, certainly not the majority of the time, but on occasion. And I think they need to keep doing that more with Reed and let somebody else take some bigger, stronger guy who's not as quick take some of the hits on the end around.
Jason Wilde joining us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. No Kyle.
Yeah, Jason, a week from tomorrow, Mark Murphy's final day as the Packers president and CEO. And I mean, as I looked at it, I didn't realize he's been that role for 16 years. That is nearly half of my life. So it's a big deal. And we're going to be talking about training camp next week. So I wanted to get to this for you today. When the history books of the Green Bay Packers will be written, what will Mark Murphy primarily be remembered for?
Titletown, exploding the team's financial stability. When you think back to, Bob Harlan, they rebuilt the franchise during his presidency, right? No one is going to be able to, and I think Mark Murphy would even acknowledge this, no one is going to confuse those two. Now, I did read a column from Cliff Crystal that he argued that Mark Murphy is the greatest president in the team's history.
Oh, wow.
Cliff is the foremost historian, but with all due respect, he didn't even hire McCarthy and Ted Thompson, who won the Super Bowl, who were the head coach and the GM when they won the Super Bowl under Murphy. I just don't see it that way. And so instead, I would say Bob Harlan, who not only hired Ted, who then hired Mike, and they won a Super Bowl, but also I would look at it as, if we're going to give Mark Murphy credit for all the things he did, and I'm not saying he doesn't deserve credit, who was the guy who was smart enough to change the structure and give Ron Wolf full autonomy and hired a guy who ended up in the Pro Football Hall of Fame? Who was the guy who was the president who said yes to the financial wherewithal to go out and pay Reggie White, the richest contract in the league at the time for a non-quarterback, to get him the Minister of Defense to Green Bay? Who was on board with the team GM going out and getting the hottest candidate on the open coaching market in Mike Holmgren? So, again, I have nothing but respect for Cliff. He is the godfather. He's greater than McGinn. He's greater than me. He is the best. But I just fundamentally disagree with that assessment.
I think you make some fair points in your assessment, Jason. We do want to talk a little bit later about some moves teams are making that we wish the Packers would make. But I do have some recent history of what we've seen the Packers do. A Rasul Douglas, a Devondre Campbell, those type of guys, do you feel like they may have anybody of that type of guy that they picked up that could become something for this team? Or did they not do anything like that could turn into one of those guys?
No, they definitely did. The guy's name is Isaiah Simmons.
Isaiah Simmons was what I was going to go in my head.
Yeah, good point.
He won the Butkus Award at Clemson. He was the 8th overall pick, I believe, by Arizona. And then, and we had a great
Hey, maybe the Packers will have a good first-round pick on their team.
Hey, nice. It's easy to talk the game. You have to actually play the game, right? I'm not super interested in what you have to say. I'm more interested in what you do. But in his case, I thought he made a pretty compelling case when we were talking with him that essentially the places he's been previously, Arizona and then the Giants, he was kind of a victim of his own versatility. And so they didn't just say, okay, you're a linebacker, we're playing you at linebacker. They played him at safety. They did play him at some linebacker. They played him as a slot corner.
Damn.
There ain't many guys that can do that. And so, but he never really found a comfort zone and a position where he could just focus on it. Now, Quay Walker did not take part in the offseason program. He had a boot on his foot when I saw him as we were leaving. He rode a stationary bike next to me and said hello, which I always appreciate when guys say hello first. Didn't get the fifth-year option from the team, so he's in a contract year. While he was not able to practice, the two linebackers in their sub-package that they ran were Edgerrin Cooper and Isaiah Simmons. That, to me, said they see this guy as kind of the the backup to those two athletic linebackers. And if he ends up in that role, and let's say, Edgerrin Cooper, for all the great stuff he did, and he did a bunch of great stuff last season, no doubt about it, he did miss 3 games with a hamstring injury. Quay Walker really appeared to be turning the corner, in my opinion, last year. Had strung together like 3 really good games where he wasn't like running to the wrong gap and missing tackles because he went a different direction for no apparent reason.
I can picture so many of these when you say them, Jason.
Right?
It's so vivid.
Right? And so then he gets hurt. He hurts his ankle in Seattle. I think that was the ankle that he had the boot on, so I'm guessing he had some sort of off-season surgery. But he was just coming around. But then he missed 3 games, came back for the playoff game, wasn't very good against the Eagles. And so, if those guys each miss 3 games apiece, now they've got a guy potentially for next to nothing financially who's a former 8th overall pick, and maybe he's finally found the right, fresh start and the right change of scenery to kind of live up to his draft status. Because I think we can all agree, especially with your one-liner there, Ben, about first-round picks. Like, they got a lot of first-round picks that have not or are not living up to their first-round status.
Well, it also was interesting to me, Jason, as you were describing that. It almost felt like I was listening to some Packers defensive players when they were at the end of the tenure of the Joe Barry era, and maybe have found a little bit of more stability with Jeff Hafley, and maybe that can be the same with Isaiah Simmons. It will yet to be seen. We know you got to run. We appreciate the time, and we will talk to you soon.
All right, guys. Take care. Be good.
Jason Wilde. Listen to Jason on Wilde and Tausch, 9 to noon across these very stations. We're going to get to over-under, but first, Bradley.
Oh, just even doing that, I think it is a thirsty Thursday after all, and nothing will quench that thirst. That, you know what, I'm just going to kick back, relax, feeling like a carbless. On that golf tournament that we had on the ESPN Milwaukee Open, I had a couple carbless on the course, and it was a perfect environment to enjoy ready-to-drink cocktail. But that's Wisconsin summer for you. Could be the golf course, on the lake, bonfire, enjoying the Brewer game at home or at American Family Field. You can find carbless there, and it is the perfect accompanying member to be able to enjoy whatever Wisconsin summer throws your way. For me, it's a guilt-free experience. I trust everything inside that can, so when I go and open it up, I know when I take a sip, it's guilt-free. Not only that, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 gluten, 100 calories, and less carbonation. Just enough to perceive a little bit of refreshing taste, but not so much to upset your stomach. And boy, oh boy, a taste for every occasion. You want a classic cocktail, feeling like they're just making it right behind the bar? They got you at the Classic Cocktails. How about a margarita? All the margarita flavors you can imagine, and the refreshing fruit flavors are always so good. If you want to be able to enhance your summer and enjoy a thirsty Thursday like I am tonight, enjoy a carbless in your hand. Less is more with a clean, crisp carbless.
Coming up next is just Brad and myself against the line and over-under from Alex Strofe. We'll go caller 6, caller 9, 800-990-3776. Caller 6, you're going to get to say over or under based on the category, and if you believe Brad and I are going to get more than the over under based off our 10 guesses. Caller 9, you will be stuck on the other side. 800-990-3776. Again, that's caller 6, caller 9. One of our favorite games. 800-990-3776. Over under. Coming up next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Brad.
Kyle.
I know.
Kyle.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Get your summer bliss on at Christie's Landing in Madison on Friday, July 25th. Join Carbliss and ESPN Wisconsin's Kyle Brust and Nortman as we broadcast live at Christie's Landing from 2 to 5 p.m. on July 25th. Stop by and say hi to the crew and get your weekend started blissfully. A lakefront view, tiki bar, and you just know Carblisses will be flowing. Come and see KBN in Madison on July 25th and grab yourself a bucket of 5 Carbliss ready-to-drink cocktails for just $30 at Christie's Landing.
Hey, it's Kyle Walsh. You know owning a home is one of the best investments you can make, but keeping it comfortable, energy efficient, and looking great, that takes a little extra work. But this summer, Universal Windows Direct is making it easy to finally tackle that project with an offer you can't pass up. Right now, you get to choose your offer. Pick the one that works for you. Payments as low as $99 a month or 12 months with no payments and no interest. Call 414-410-2000 or go to universalwindowsdirect.com.
For your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with Sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
Workplace stress is now a leading cause of declining mental health, with 61% of the global workforce feeling it more than ever. You can't escape work, but you can take small steps to take care of yourself. A walk, some sun, a favorite song, and therapy. Ongoing support to build resilience for whatever your day throws at you. Balance is tough, but getting help shouldn't be. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
Let your car shine without spending a dime. Tsunami Express Car Wash is Milwaukee's fan favorite car wash for a next level clean. And right now, your first wash is free when you sign up online. That's our $25 top wash packed with gloss, protection, and free bonus perks like vacuums and mat cleaners. With locations in Midtown Milwaukee, Waukesha, Greenfield, Oak Creek, New Berlin, and Mount Pleasant, it's easier than ever to get a winning wash with Milwaukee's favorite car wash team. Get your first free wash today at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat.
Awarded Best of Weddings 2023 by The Knot, The Bog is much more than world-class golf. Our clubhouse ballroom offers floor-to-ceiling windows and a breathtaking full-wall fireplace. Our barn venue was inspired by the on-site barn at Hole 6, built in the 1800s. 2 outdoor ceremony sites and a variety of personalized options. Our venues are perfect for family get-togethers, weddings, showers, graduation parties, or any event you are hosting. Call The Bog at 262-292-0740 or visit thebarnatthebog.com.
Transform the way you do business with Fifth Third Bank's Commercial Payments Solutions. Our market expertise and managed services streamline your entire payment process, seamlessly integrating with your existing systems to give you unparalleled control. Discover new revenue sources, save time, reduce operating costs, and boost your bottom line with our customized payment solutions. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Forget average. At Exterior Pros, they bring the heat. They're not here to meet standards, they're here to smash them. From the first swing of the hammer to the final reveal, they're leveling up your home with every window, every shingle, and every single detail. This isn't just a remodel, it's a glow up for your house. Built tough, built beautiful, built to turn heads. Want in? Let's go. Lock in your project now and save $3,000. Exterior Pros, where bold meets built. Trust the pros and visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Time now for Over Under here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Get us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. As always, Taylor calling Strofa Clown on the Carbless Talk and Text line.
Shocker.
800-990-3776. Let's hit it. Over under.
Will the guys hit the over or will they disappoint? It's time for Over Under on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Over under time on KB. And caller 6 today, Travis in Blue Mounds. He is a believer. He is on the over today.
Yeah.
Caller 9, our guy Appleman in the Orchard or Appleman in Las Vegas, depending on the day. He is in the Orchard today. It sounded like he is on the under, but not by choice. All right, I'm just going to get ahead of it. Benny, you're going to be the final answer today, I would assume.
God. Okay.
Because it is baseball related.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Good luck, Brad.
Thanks, Trophy.
You could help at the beginning, I think.
Okay.
Because I am looking for the 10. What are you typing away over there, pal?
A text back to Taylor.
Get off
show
the
you.
computer.
Okay.
Get off the computer.
You think I know what you're going to say?
I don't know. You could be going to ESPN.com, MLB stats. I don't know what you're doing.
All right, hands away.
It's not like you've ever been accused of cheating before.
Well, I don't in over under or Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Despite all accusations, I've been cleared.
We haven't accused you in a while, in fairness. All right, I am looking for the 10 Brewers pitchers with the most strikeouts this season. The over-under is 8.5, so you need 9 or 10 to hit the over. The 10 Brewers pitchers with the most strikeouts this season. Your time starts in 3, 2, 1.
All right, we'll go Freddie final.
Yeah, he's number 1 with 118.
It's just been a weird year, though.
Sure has been.
Yeah.
Because they've had so many different starters. Some have been brought down. Logan,
8.5.
it's a high number.
Very high. Now that we start.
I mean, I got to go probably Quintana just from a amount of time he's been on the team standpoint.
I would say volume is probably the biggest indicator. So
Quintana final.
Yep, he's 6th on this list. 48 Ks for him this year.
Mizorowski has to have more than 48.
Well, let's do 12.
He's 6th.
He's had 5 starts. And if he's averaged 10 Ks, that's 50. I don't think he's averaged 10 Ks. Well, he's definitely probably going to be on the list, but let's get a couple others first. McGill has the volume, 20 saves, 20, 30 appearances. I'll go McGill final.
Yeah, he's right behind Quintana. He's 7th with 43 Ks.
I think Obner's had more out there, so I'll go Obner final.
Number 4 on this list, 60 Ks.
Man, it's hard because they've come and gone.
Yeah, I hear you.
Is Quinn Priester on there? Nick Mears has pitched a lot of innings. I feel like I'm going to go Nick Mears final.
Just snuck in there. He's number 10 with 31 Ks.
Then
that's
give
a
me
good get.
Give me Miz final.
Yeah, he's right ahead of him. He has 33 Ks.
Figured he was above him.
That Mears was a big get for you.
So I need 3 of 4 here.
Yeah,
8.5.
You are killing it so far, though,
yeah,
bro.
but you're crushing it.
I know, but I'm going to run out of time here.
What about Ashby? I mean,
Aaron Ashby hasn't been up enough, but he's pitched a lot of innings when he's in there.
1 minute.
Jared Koenig. Man. I feel like I got to go with did Quintana. Chad Patrick final.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2, 95 strikeouts for Chad Patrick.
Who am I freaking missing in between Obner and Patrick? It's going to kill me. Who's also
30 seconds.
Koenig hasn't pitched enough innings. He's not a strikeout guy. I'm going to do Ashby final. Hated it the whole time. Quinn Priester's probably my best next guess.
Who were the starters before Miz showed up in Woodruff?
They all got hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
Quinn Priester final.
10.
Yep, he's number
9,
3.
8, 7.
One more.
6.
Quinn,
5.
Jared Koenig final.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Freaking go!
Seam head.
Did you sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, Brad?
I did. The one suggestion I had, wrong answer. That says it
Jared
right.
Koenig was 8th on this list, 38 Ks. You kept rattling off correct answers and weren't submitting them. That's why I started. I don't know if you noticed, I started covering my mouth because I was laughing.
I did not notice. You had a great poker face.
You said Chad Patrick, who you waited until the end to say. You said Quinn Priester, who you waited till the end to say. You had Jared Koenig, who you waited till the end to say. That was electric. The only name you missed on this list was Grant Anderson, right smack dab in the middle. 49 Ks for him, right in front of Quintana. Really well done by you. That was awesome. That was electric.
That was unbelievable.
It was a one-man show.
That was
100%.
100%.
Brad.
I literally subtracted from productivity. I suggested a name and it was wrong.
What'd you say? You were like, it was Ashby. And then you were also like, you tried to. Strofe in the middle, he tried throwing me off. He goes, who was the starters before Miz? I'm like, they all got hurt, Brad.
My best contribution was how can I get Ben to think about who it is?
And you didn't even do that.
I'm not going to have any names.
Whew, Travis and Blue Mountain, I hope that felt electric for you because I feel alive right now.
I probably would have gotten 5, and that's
Doubt it, because you're just looking at the list right now.
Well, no, Peralta, Mizorowski, McGill, Abner, that's probably where it would have ended.
Whew. I'll be back in 2 minutes. But first, Brad, actually, you know what? I'm happy. So I'm going to talk about Cheez-It Pizza because it's amazing. It's a legendary snack cracker in a pizza now. It is the Cheez-It Pizza. Each crust is giant with original Cheez-It flavored cracker crust that is square shaped. Had some last Friday, ultra thin, super crispy, and a perfect amount of Cheez-It flavor. You have the Italian 4 cheese, cheddar jack supreme, pepperoni. It is short bake times, 8 minutes. Sometimes I do 9 because I want a little extra crispy, but it's up to you on how you do it. Find Cheez-It Pizza in your frozen freezer aisle. I'm sorry, I'm still on a high from that over-under.
Bro, you cooked.
We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Hey, Milwaukee baseball fans, it's Saz. Hoping you'll make Saz's State House your MVP pregame spot. Skip the parking hassle, grab a rack of award-winning ribs, one of our festival-famous apps, or a sizzling smash burger. Then hop on our free shuttle to the ballpark. It's the ultimate game day upgrade. Rally with your crew and ride with us. It's Milwaukee's favorite way to play ball. Saz's State House on 5050 State, a Milwaukee tradition since 1976. Free shuttle service for all home games. The finest.
Hi, I'm Brittany Miller from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more. Custom T-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, you name it, we can do it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more is family owned and all about celebrating life's big moments. Maybe it's a milestone birthday, a celebration for your child's first goal, or that work fundraising event. We are everyone's printer. No minimum orders, affordable designs, and help straight from me and our team. We're the one-stop shop for all your custom needs. Start your project today at bigfrog.com/Mequon.
Slide into your neighborhood Century Food Store to score the freshest produce, tastiest treats, and everything in between. Now through Wednesday, save on 48-ounce selected variety Cedar Crest ice cream, $4.49. 12-count selected variety Stone Ridge fudge or orange cream bars, $3.49. 8-pack or 64-ounce selected varieties Juicy Juice, 2 for $6. 4.5 to 5.3-ounce selected varieties Chobani Flips yogurt, 2 for $3.
Let's get some strawberries.
Attention shoppers. Safe.
Okay. Ooh, pineapple fulfills every need.
While you're shopping, a drive way back, it's a gunner.
There's something goofy going on with the PA.
Need a price check and I'll take me out to the ball game.
See, what is going on?
You're hearing things. We're at Century Foods and you can't take your mind off winning that ultimate baseball fan sweepstakes.
I'm hoping to throw out the first pitch at a Milwaukee baseball game.
Or attend batting practice.
Or hold the finish line ribbon for the racing sausages.
You don't say.
The ultimate baseball fan sweepstakes at Century Foods. Enter on Century's Facebook or Instagram by July 30th.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune in to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman every day from 2 to 5. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
As Josh DiMaggio, producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy Mornings 94.5 ESPN, chimes in. Bragging Ben is the worst Ben. This is your fault, Strofe. And that 2 minutes went too quick because I am riding an adrenaline high. If you missed it, it was over-under. And the line was 8.5. The top 10 Brewers and strikeouts this year. Whew.
That
feels
was
good.
Crazy. As someone that purely observed, that was crazy.
Did you know your job is to contribute?
Yeah, but you got to pick
Depends
your
on the day.
lanes.
You got to pick your spots. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm with Brad on this.
And Ben, you were the star. You couldn't be as much of a star in that if I would have distracted that mastermind.
You tried to.
I tried. I'd really tried to.
Seamhead Benny was on a tear. And
earning that nickname.
Speaking of being an observer, I'd just like to make a sweeping declaration. Today is the worst sports day of any sports day in the calendar year. Today is the worst sports day of the year.
It's the last day of the All-Star break. There's no, I think a couple of teams are in training camp, but the Packers aren't.
I don't think there's anything today.
Yeah,
Mike Williams retired from the Chargers.
I saw that.
That's big, baby.
That's huge.
I mean, we could spend the next 2 hours breaking down Shane Gillis's ESPY speech.
Monologue, yeah. WNBA's in their All-Star breaks. There's no WNBA games today even. So, like, if you're a sports gambler on a daily basis, you have nothing today.
That's not true.
What do we got today?
Cricket. You can go to Potawatomi Sportsbook and find anything.
I mean, while I agree,
I'm just saying. There's been times where Greg Scalzo, who will join us for his bi-weekly appearance at 3:30.
It's bi-weekly, bi-monthly.
Yeah. He has driven in a car with me from Augusta to Atlanta from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m., and we bet on the over-under of the lottery balls total.
Oh, that's fun. I like that. That's
like of the 5 lottery balls.
Also slightly problematic, but fun. And also the lottery.
Japanese baseball, I believe we were betting on that car ride. Anything to get us to that airport.
I don't know if I'd brag about that.
I was curious.
That's a past life.
What is on today? And going to the ESPN schedule, so there is a sporting event.
Summer League?
Summer League.
Yeah.
Summer League
You
basketball.
can bet on Summer League.
Yeah. That's the most exciting thing that we come up with.
Crapshoot.
Yeah, you're just betting over under and hoping for the best.
How come that on a day like today, Strofe, of all the idiotic things that you've decided to do to try to embarrass us as an ESPN Wisconsin organization, that you didn't decide to do your own athletic feat on non-sports day?
That's a great point by you.
This should be the day of Strofe.
This should be the
when
day.
the non-athletes are not on. When the athletes are not on, we need the non-athletes to show us how bad they are and why we need baseball back tomorrow.
Maybe we should plan like an annual kickball game on the Thursday after the All-Star break.
Helfair Field, right over at American Family Field.
Right.
Well, speaking about you at the plate, I do need explanation on your little non-home run derby that you held in LA.
Sure.
We haven't brought that to the air yet. I mean,
we haven't, yes.
We haven't.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy's talked about it for a week straight.
So I got to know, what prompted it? How do you feel about your performance?
Sure.
No, I don't care about how he feels about the performance. What prompted it is all that matters.
Because it was pretty rough. And this is on a tee. This is hitting a ball on a tee.
Yeah, so I was out in Los Angeles with our sister station out there, ESPN LA, and they host an event every year in the summer on a Friday, similar to what I just pitched, but it's softball. And all of their on-air talent, producers, et cetera, they all play in a softball game at night. But throughout the day, they are doing multiple events. And this was a fan home run derby. So fans of ESPN LA signed up.
So you were out there when our sister station's fans should have been out there?
Well, I'm getting to that. So sources close to the program was running said event, and they informed me that they had multiple no-shows. And they needed at least 20 participants.
Oh, my gosh.
And I said,
you rose your hand right in the air.
Let me show you my tape.
Let me show you me hitting off a tee going Oppo Taco. The guy on a tee put his batting stance facing right field and was pulling them to right center.
I don't even
He
know
doesn't know how to do anything.
Hit 2 out, though, might I add.
An absolute massive front leg kick. I mean, the wind up on picking the leg up off the ground and trying to spin it
I
around.
had said I want to pitch to him because I go back in the day, I went to GRB Academy, our great partner in Madison, and I did hit 78 on the gun. And
I think if somebody was pitching to me, I would have done better.
No. The ball would be by you before your left foot planted on the ground to swing because it took you 18 years to load up.
No, I think my stance would have been different because I was trying to lower myself because it was like a tee. 6'3" grown men don't use tees.
But it's right there, sitting there for you, the perfect location.
And also, he always goes what about the 2 home runs I hit? How come you guys don't talk about that? Because it was on a tee, and there was a couple times where he hit tee only, and the tee fell over and the ball didn't go anywhere.
That's unforgivable.
That can't happen. It literally can't happen.
I'm trying.
But it happened.
It did happen. I want to say because of the 3-cone and the pitch were so bad. I mean, unexplainably bad. Is this considered improvement?
No.
At least they made contact.
No, it's not because it looked pathetic. It's so embarrassingly pathetic.
Well, what's
Chewy made a great point from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. He's like, why don't we toss him in a pool to see if he can swim?
That's a fair question. I can swim, though. I can confirm that.
You've also said that you've hit a 3/4 court shot, and then you played soccer, and you've played track and cross country. You can't do anything.
Soccer was a joke. I lost a bet. Basketball, I did play.
That's how serious he takes athletic competitions.
Yeah.
He joined a team because his school was
the
so
worst in the
small.
state. It was the worst team in the state.
But you joined it because it was so small that they were like they had room for you.
I can't believe
I
they
was a
put you
starter.
on the field.
I was a starter.
You started?
I started.
I want to know who sat on the bench and what they're like athletically if you were on the field.
I was a senior, and we didn't have a JV team because our school system. So like the freshmen that were still like small sat on the bench.
Like, I don't know if Gina Della has any athletic abilities, but she would crush you in any event possible.
She certainly would. She would crush you in any event, just like she's crushing the competition when it comes to windows and doors. She's going to crush your new home remodel because Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin will change your home from the inside out. Resilient, beautiful, transformative. That is the Pella experience because it's completely customizable. Any color, any budget, any craftsmanship, whatever it is, you get to experience it. And at the Experience Center in Brookfield by Pella, boy, oh boy, the world is your oyster. You can experience all the different varieties and innovations that Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin has in store for you. We were just out there, and I am again reminded on how great Pella is and how there is truly nobody like Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. If you order by July 31st, you'll get 0% for up to 5 years. All those beautiful views, the Pella Windows and Doors with 0% interest for 5 years. But you got to go online now for PellaWI.com and get that free in-home consultation so you can take advantage of that deal and those beautiful doors from Pella.
PellaWI.com. Now, Strofe, we have the Wheel of Strofe coming up next. Then Greg Scalzo joins
Wheel of Strofe!
Any Coldplay on the wheel? Wow. If you haven't seen the 35 million views before we get to Wheel of Strofe, check out what happened.
53
million views of a Coldplay video. Please search it safely so you can, I'll give some context as well, but it's worth your watch. Wheel of Strofe on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin is next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I'm a seam head now. You can call me whatever you want.
Oh, seam head. I don't even know what that is.
That means I'm a baseball dork. All I do is sit and watch MLB Big Inning at night.
Head. I've never heard that before.
This is because you're not a seam head.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
94 westbound is going to be backed up a bit heading through the stadium interchange. Right about at Mitchell Boulevard, we've got the left lane blocked with a crash. Beyond that, we've got more delays from Barker Road to Highway F. Southbound on 41, backing up from Good Hope Road all the way down to Capitol Drive. Northbound slowing down from about Swan Boulevard all the way up to Hampton. And southbound 43, backed up from just before Good Hope Road down past Silver Spring. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mostly clear, cool. A low of 60 at the lakefront, 52 inland. Tomorrow, mostly sunny. Some night storms, high of 75. Weather is brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, morning sprinkles, then clearing skies, a high of just 71. Tonight, mostly clear, cool, low of 60 at the lake, 52 inland. Weather is brought to you by Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more. Easy and affordable apparel personalization with no minimums and fast turnaround for all your printing needs. BigFrog.com/Mequon. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Doors of Wisconsin.
No one is on the hot seat right now, but if you don't deliver more than you have delivered in the first 2 years, I would argue that we start preheating the oven.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
With 18 unforgettable holes on 250 acres of natural private land, the Bog provides the ultimate golf experience. To book your next tee time, call 262-284-7075 or visit golfthebog.com. Enjoy golf. Enjoy the Bog.
Veterans, have you explored your benefits lately? The Wisconsin Department of Veterans Affairs stands ready to serve Wisconsin veterans survivors with our support you need. For more information, please visit wisvets.com. That's wisvets.com. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Veterans Affairs with funding provided by the Milwaukee Brewers and the Brewers Community Foundation.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace. Choose from payments as low as $99 a month or 12 months with no payments and no interest, plus a free in-home window and energy assessment. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
For over 50 years, Cousins Subs has celebrated and embraced the traditions of their home state of Wisconsin. And now, Cousins will be honoring a Wisconsin tradition like no other with their pull tab giveaway promo. Now through July 6th, while supplies last, guests will receive a Cousins pull tab with a sub or sub-able purchase for a chance to win Cousins Subs for a year and much more. For additional info and official rules, visit cousinsubs.com/pull tabs. One pull tab per customer per transaction per day. To receive a pull tab with no purchase necessary, see official rules.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust and Brad Nortman, no Kyle Wallace. Alex Strove's running the show. KBN Nation 800-990-3776 is your way on the Carbless Talking text line. List is more to get in. See us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Time now. I fixed the wheel. It's time for the Wheel of Strove.
It's time for the
Wheel of Strove. Why do I hear Brad the loudest?
Because he's the most excited.
That voice, that raspy voice. All right, another day, another dollar.
Another day, another dollar, and it's time for the Wheel of Strove. I think we should change the instrumental today, though. What do you guys say?
Well, let's see where the wheel goes.
Go ahead and spin that wheel, buddy.
Push-ups, push-ups.
It wasn't push-ups. I'll tell you that much. Well, maybe the most viral social media clip in a long time. Over the last 24 hours, Coldplay concert in Boston last night. They're coming to Madison at Camp Randall Stadium this weekend.
Make sure you stay off camera.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, especially if you're with your side piece. So, Astronomer CEO Andy Byron.
What is Astronomer?
I believe it is a company.
I think it's an AI tech company.
Got it.
He is the CEO. During a Kiss Cam portion of the Coldplay concert last night in Boston, he was shown with his arms around a woman by the name of Kristen. Kristen also happens to work for Astronomer.
Just got promoted. Congrats.
Head of HR.
Yeah, the head of human resources, which usually, deflects against relationships in the workplace, especially when they are seen as problematic, such as maybe the CEO cheating on his wife and the director of HR cheating on her husband. Regardless, they are shown wrapped in each other's arms, enjoying the soothed sounds of Chris Martin's voice. And then when they see themselves on the Jumbotron, Andy jumps to the floor.
So fast.
And Kristen turns her back to the camera. And the woman they are with, who also works for Astronomer, turns about as red as the ESPN logo behind Brad.
Guilt by association.
How uncomfortable, how odd, how awkward. And Chris Martin, the lead singer of Coldplay, says, well, they're either in an affair or very shy.
He said that aloud?
Yeah, he said that.
The whole stadium would have heard that. The Jumbotron, too. Don't think like Bucks Jumbotron. This was like the biggest Jumbotron.
What stadium?
It was Gillette Stadium, but they must have had, like Gillette Stadium, they've got like that steeple looking thing in the end zone.
Yes.
They put this huge circular screen that's like the whole size of that. It was probably 150 feet. It was huge. Absolutely huge.
My favorite is the guilty by association girl. Bright red.
Yeah.
Bright red.
Well, were they in a suite? Because when they went down, when he hit the deck,
But there was also some random kid that popped in there.
he was cheering like crazy. It was the peak of that kid's life.
Yeah, it was.
Who was that kid?
I don't know if he was in the suite with them or if that was just like a concourse where you could set your drinks on a table. I wasn't sure exactly where they were located. But yeah,
They looked like Alex Strofe and his girlfriend watching a Summerfest concert.
They did.
That's exactly how I imagine you.
Well, I don't hit the deck though.
I hope not. I'm just saying when I see that video, they're canoodling. He's right behind her, arms wrapped around her. That's how I picture you being all weird at Summerfest, getting your feels.
I really don't wrap up like that at Summerfest. It's too warm outside. But regardless, so a couple of different developments from this story. One, the wife of the CEO has now changed her name on Facebook to remove the last name, which signals...
Did we confirm that? I saw it was posted, but I never know with the internet because, especially after our story yesterday where Monis Khan was scammed into talking to a fake Pakistani consulate to get personal information.
Incredible story. I can't believe Greg Scalzo was the one that told him he was getting scammed, but that's a story for another time. So that part of it, unfortunate. So multiple divorces seemingly are going to happen. But why was his reaction hit the deck?
I think he was
How did he not realize that was only going to make it worse?
I think fight or flight must have kicked in, and he chose flight.
I guess.
Does this become a story if they just stay cuddling?
Not as big. You're right. Not as big as it is now. It would have come out in the corporate world, you know. But because now
not his wife.
His LinkedIn is a public profile, and it has turned into a comment section for anybody in the world to comment on his last post, and it's got thousands of comments from people, obviously making some pretty good digs at him.
Yeah,
funny jokes.
I also saw that. I believe on her LinkedIn page, some of her characteristics was engages well with senior leadership. I mean, it is crazy.
So,
it is absolutely crazy.
This is obviously going to be a bad hit, not only for these people personally, but this company's done, right? I mean, there's no coming back from this.
You never know, Strofe. Could be a good time to buy. Buy low if it's dropping.
Is it public?
I don't know. I was going to ask our stock guru, Brad, about that.
I was just about to look into this. Could you imagine, being an investor in this company? I think it's $1 billion. Well, that's probably too high. But they clearly are. Yeah, wow. $1.3 million valuation.
That's it? 1.3 million?
Billion. Sorry, billion.
I was going to say, that's nothing.
Wow. They're an AI company, which are all the rage right now. Could you imagine being an investor thinking I did it. I found this unicorn that turned into something, and then the CEO and head of marketing, or not, of HR, are caught in this.
This company just received 2 months ago a $93 million fund.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever gave them that fund must be oh no.
Yeah, it's not public.
Strofe, I got a question for you. What are your top 4 favorite sports teams?
The Green Bay Packers, the Milwaukee Brewers, the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Wisconsin Badgers.
If you could cheat on one of those teams for
the Badgers football team specifically,
who would you cheat on them with?
Oh, probably Texas, Arch Manning. The handsome up-and-comer. Yeah.
Texas football?
I just think Arch Manning is going to be electric this year, yeah.
I'm trying to think. Part of me, it would be really cool to, cheat on the Badgers with, an SEC school. I would want to...
Yeah,
you know
SEC
what I mean?
schools are pretty hot.
You know what they say about
They're
those SEC
hot.
schools?
What do they say?
What do they say, Strofe?
I didn't have an ending.
Could you imagine, having your side piece be Georgia or Alabama? I mean, dude, that would be.
But that's not what you're saying.
Domination.
This guy did, right?
Huh?
Yeah, that's not what you're saying. This guy did, right?
What do you mean?
You're not saying his side piece was Alabama or Georgia, right?
Oh yeah, no.
We're not going to get into that.
His side.
This wheel is spinning today.
That's because you broke it yesterday.
I think I did.
Okay,
See how it
I'm
doesn't
watching
say?
you cheat. I'm watching you cheat.
Push-ups! Get buff, Stroke.
Speaking of getting your relationship outed, did you guys see the story about Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion?
No.
I don't know who Megan Thee Stallion is.
You don't know. I know who that
Meg
is even.
You don't know who Meg is?
I
It's
guarantee
not
at
Meg.
least half of
People
our
call her
audience
Meg.
doesn't
Really?
know who Megan Thee Stallion
She just
is.
headlined Summerfest like 2 weeks ago.
Joking.
She's like
No.
the new Nicki Minaj, right?
I would say like same brand, yeah.
Yeah.
Female
you never
rapper.
heard of Megan Thee Stallion? Even I'm
Hip-hop.
more cool
Such
than
a
that.
stupid name.
And it's Thee.
So she
The
also
Stallion.
recently just did a guest episode on Love Island, where she was like, she ran a game.
I think we might have to ban Strofe from Love Island references on
No,
Kyle
I'm
Brust.
catching up on Love Island. Watched 3 episodes last night. It is just the most uncomfortable show anyway.
So 50% of our audience doesn't know who Megan Thee Stallion is, and probably 10% have watched Love
I would say
Island.
that for research purposes, about a week and a half ago, Megan Thee Stallion posted some scandalous photos poolside.
How do you know that?
For research purposes. I'm talking about it on the radio.
research
Yeah,
purposes?
for good research purposes. Yeah, she's yeah.
Oh, wow, he's stumbling.
And in the background of the photo, you can see like a bearded man shirtless sitting poolside in a lounge chair. And people in her comments started saying, "Why is Klay Thompson at your pool?" And eventually that forced them to say, "Yep, we're together." And they showed up last night at the ESPY's red carpet together. But they were outed by themselves, kind of, because Megan Thee Stallion, I think, accidentally put Klay Thompson in the background of these scandalous photos she put on Instagram. And I guess I don't know what to feel about that.
Well, I don't know how to feel because I don't know anything about Megan
Do you
Thee
think
Stallion.
they would have preferred to keep it quiet for longer?
I think anybody in a celebrity relationship prefers to keep it quiet.
But don't they kind of use one another? You know, like I'm not saying that there isn't a level of true love, but you know, they can help.
Push-ups! Get your push-ups done,
Once
Strofe.
again, it wasn't push-ups.
Yes, it is. I didn't put enough push-ups on the wheel today.
Ben is Strofe's accountability partner.
Yeah, you need them, dude. You instead of your 200-foot home runs, you could have had 5 off the tee in LA. Get down and give me 10, at least. You're the worst. TJ Watt just signed a 3-year, $123 million deal, guaranteed 100+. Who in the world was giving the piece of audio in which like they mentioned the Packers and TJ Watt? Bring him home.
Jeremy Fowler.
Jeremy Fowler. Yeah. Every time we've done this all offseason, Trey Hendrickson, TJ Watt, it never ends up the same way. Thank you, Strofe. Joining us next is the market manager, Vice President of Good Karma Brands.
I thought your whole thing was keeping the show on the right clock.
Did you know that
you were told 3:30? I was told 3:30. It's 3:31. I'm not going to be here on until 3:36.
Well, technically, the break on the clock is 3:30, so I'm 2 minutes late. Greg Scalzo whining already. Next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman
Kyle, I think you're doing a good job getting it all off your chest.
I love Matt LaFleur.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Westbound 94 continues a backup right out of the Marquette all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. There was an accident that was in the left lane. They were able to move it off to the right shoulder. Still seeing the delays with that. Eastbound, you're looking at delays from about 84th Street all the way to 68th. Back on the brakes from Hawley Road through the stadium. Southbound on the bypass, slowing down from Beloit Road down and around the Hale interchange. And westbound 894, you're seeing delays out of the Mitchell interchange heading towards 27th Street. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mostly clear, cool, a low of 60 at the lakefront, 52 inland. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with some night storms possible, a high of 75. Weather's brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The
open road is calling, and the ride begins at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. This July, you could burn rubber on a custom Harley-Davidson in the Fire Up Your Fantasy motorcycle giveaway. Play with your rewards card all July for entries. Thursday drawings for extra cash and reward play. Fire Up Your Fantasy, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Erica, it's good to see you.
How are things at our amazing Germantown location?
Absolutely fantastic. We heard you had a bold idea. What is it?
We're celebrating our 45th year in business, so I think we should give away some natural diamonds. Wow, that is a bold idea. How many and how big? 3/4 of a carat. 9 natural diamonds, each one clarity enhanced for maximum brilliance. 1 diamond for each store.
How should we mount them, Erica?
We'll give them away as diamond pendants.
So each of the 9 Kessler stores will have their own diamond pendant to give away?
Yeah, and all a person will have to do is to walk into a store and register to win. Can a person travel to all 9 stores and register at each one? Yeah, why not? And people will have from now until July 28th to register.
I'm in.
Me too.
It's unanimous, and people should bring in all their old jewelry so that we can professionally clean it for them for free.
That makes so much difference.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
At Citizens Bank, community banking is you, growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you, buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you, building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
It's WTMJ's Debbie Loziga for Comfort Awnings. This summer, I'm getting relief from the hot sun whenever I need it with my motorized retractable awning from Comfort Awnings. Sensors are also available that detect strong wind and rain to extend or retract your awning. They even protect against UV radiation so you can safely enjoy the outdoors all summer long. Family owned and located in Burlington, Comfort Awnings expertly installs custom awnings that fit your home and style. Right now, you can receive $250 off all awnings and screens. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit comfortawnings.com.
Here in Wisconsin, one name is synonymous with fantastic frozen pizza, Palermo's. For almost 60 years, Palermo's has focused on feeding Wisconsin families. And though Palermo's has grown a lot since 1964, they're still family-owned. They're still proud to call Milwaukee home. And they're still committed to making the best frozen pizza possible. From their new and improved rising crust pizzas to their guilt-free Primo thin pies, Palermo's has a delicious slice for every appetite. Find Palermo's in your local grocer's freezer food aisle. Palermo's, flavor is our family's business.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. ESPN Milwaukee's Big Boss.
I'm not going to be able to help you.
The only one who holds Ben accountable.
We each do our own research, Ben.
Welcome to Thursdays with Greg Scalzo.
Happy Thursday!
On Kyle, Brust, and Norton.
Joined by the big boss, the big decision maker, the VP, Greg Scalzo himself here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. No Kyle, Ben Brust, Brad Nortman, Strofe doing a poor job running the show. You, KBN Nation, as always, on the Carbless Talk and Text line 800-990-3776. Gregory, we're bumping back with some Grateful Dead. We are scheduled to go to a concert together tomorrow.
Oh.
I don't think we've ever been to a concert, specifically a jam band concert, just the two of us.
Yeah, you excited?
Tell me your level of excitement to be with just me. Or worries.
I'm excited to be at the concert. My worry is that you're going to be like an hour late. Like, that's my concern, is you're trying to really jam in a lot between the end of KBN and showing up to the United Center in Chicago.
Oh, it's in Chicago?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
And having to go and pick your daughter up from daycare and then drop her off at your dad's and then get into the city.
What time does the show start?
7:30, but you're on 8.
Yeah.
Who
I mean, it'll go for 3+ hours for sure.
How would you describe each of your persona at a concert? Like, who's the, we need another round of drinks guy? Who's like the singing at the top of their lung guy? How would you describe the persona of the two of you?
It's an interesting question.
Yeah.
For many reasons.
Yeah. Ben is either like kind of like sitting down in his seat, just like kind of, vibing, or he's like totally manic running around the stadium and or like talking.
Wow, I'm not surprised it's like one or the other.
The bipolar of Ben is on full display there.
Which one are you looking for tomorrow?
Whichever one comes out. I don't think I can have a plan for it. I tend to just pretty much dance the entire time. I just don't really stop moving. Enjoy the show.
Talking was a very good way to put it, because last concert, Goose, here in Milwaukee, I felt like I was screaming at you at the top of my lungs.
You were at one point.
Well, it's a strange combination because it sounds like you stay fairly even keel. The same guy throughout.
I pretty much just kind of move in the same way, standing up the entire show. Is that accurate?
Like very fair.
Yes.
And then somehow on the aisle, some random person will end up like dancing. We don't know how they got to our area.
Yeah,
which is very common. Brad probably can't comprehend that.
I can't. I'm trying to. I can't. Can't get there.
You want to come tomorrow night, Brad?
I can't tomorrow night, but maybe another time.
Strofe, does it hurt you we invited Nortman before you?
No.
Oh, yeah, it does.
I'd love to come, but...
there it is.
Wow.
There it is.
Is it the Grateful Dead? Or is it a different jam?
Well, the Grateful Dead doesn't play anymore.
Well, yeah, but there has to be like
Dead
Grateful
and Company.
Dead. Yeah, Dead and Company. That's the premier.
John Mayer.
Doesn't he sound like me 5 years ago?
You do.
Premier Grateful Dead tribute band nowadays.
Well, they still have, a member of the Grateful Dead. Bob Jerry Garcia was the lead singer of the Grateful Dead. He died in '95.
Did he really?
Yeah, and then it's been a long time.
30 years.
Did he really? It's been a long time since the Grateful Dead was the Grateful Dead.
Wow.
Dead and Company still has like Bob Weir, who's sort of like many would say is the number 2 there.
How old is he?
Bob Weir's deep in his 70s, but he was young when he started with the Grateful Dead in the 60s. Phil Lesh, the bassist, just passed away in the last year. Yes, Bob Weir, 77 years old.
Wow,
rocking out.
77.
But yeah, if you think about it, he was playing, live shows in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, aughts, 10s, 20s.
What a run.
I mean, 6 decades of Bob Weir on a stage, playing guitar and singing.
So we've learned throughout.
Now, the contrary of that is Fish actually is the same 4 guys they've had playing since the 80s.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm. And the same light guy.
Who's better?
Well,
different.
It's a hard conversation. I never got to see the Grateful Dead live because I was 6 when Jerry died.
Yes, and Brad just learned, and don't worry, it's fun watching you discover these facts because this is me.
Sports show?
Yeah, stop it. Your bump song was the Grateful Dead. What are you trying to do? Are you the content director now?
We're sports day of the year. We can talk about whatever we want.
It's not every day is a great sports day.
Today
even if
is not a great sports day.
There's so little sports on.
I know, but doesn't mean we can't talk about the great
if you
things.
were placing a sports gamble today, or sports bet,
a sports gamble.
If you were placing a sports bet today, what are you betting on? There's no WNBA. There's no MLB.
NBA Summer League?
Yeah, you could
Boston
bet on the
Lottery.
Summer League. I mean, I love betting some lottery. I would probably put some futures in back half of baseball. What does that look like? What's the Red Sox odds to win the AL East? The problem is right now you're getting the most inflated odds for a team like the Brewers because they're hot. Like you want to bet the Brewers if you believe in them.
I missed it by a day, Greg, and that's part of our conversation that we're going to get to here is that the Brewers were plus 4,000 per Potawatomi Sportsbook to win the World Series. That is now plus 2,500. That's a big jump in 2 weeks.
Big jump.
And I had said on the air, I want to put 100 to win 4,000, and the next day it was down to 2,500.
But look, they're not going to keep at some point they're going to lose 3 or 4 games in a row, and if you truly believe in them, that's when you have to go and put your money down on a future like
So our question on Twitter at KBN ESPN, and a question for you is right now because of the shift in odds, obviously, and one, there's some sample size of data. One, there's historical data, but the season hasn't started. The odds for the Green Bay Packers to get to the Super Bowl are plus 1,000. The odds for the Milwaukee Brewers to get to the World Series is plus 1,300. Which one of those do you like better?
I mean, it's tough. They're kind of similar organizations. Like the Packers have been to the Super Bowl one time this century. The Brewers haven't been to the World Series since 1982. I would still probably take the Brewers at plus 1,300 over the Packers. Now, it's easier for the Packers to do it. That's the one thing when you put your math hat on. I know you're a math guy.
Yeah.
It's just like you just have to win 4 games to get there, right? Like, provided they're going to be a wild card, you got to win the wild card, divisional, conference.
Well, it's 3 to get there.
Wild card, divisional,
3 to
conference.
get there.
Super Bowl would be the 4th.
Yeah.
But to get there, you just got to win 3 in a row.
3 games. Like, if you're the Brewers, you've got to win considerably more than 3 games. So mathematically, it would point me towards the Packers. I just don't think the Packers have it this year. Like, they're still not there. Like, they're not. Their defense isn't great. Their offense isn't great. Like, what is great that is going to lead them to be?
Well, Brad had said the same thing. When I look at both sides of the Brewers and the Packers, you either need, when you look at a bet like this, an elite quarterback or an elite defense to believe in putting money down on someone to get to the Super Bowl. Because that's usually what you end up seeing, elite quarterback play or a historic defense. And it's weird. We've asked the question to Jason Wilde, Brian Bulaga. A lot of people think that we've talked to that the Packers will have a better chance of having a top 5 defense versus a top 5 offense, and I just disagree.
Yeah, it's hard to see either. Now, defense in the NFL is so bad now that you just hope, and I haven't delved into the schedule that much to see, okay, who are they playing that, what level of offense are they playing? Like, if you look at the offensive rating of these teams from last year,
they're playing better offensive teams and better skill position players than they did last year.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't,
best in recent memory.
I just don't buy that all of a sudden the defensive line is going to get that much better given, the lack of what they've done. The pass rush isn't going to get that much better. I like Cooper. I like, Quay.
Xavier.
I like Xavier, but
it's a fairly fatal combination of a subpar D line and subpar secondary. I mean, that a team can cook you if you can't get pressure and you can't cover a guy for more than 2.5 seconds. So I don't know. I don't see the elite defense. The only hope is Jordan Love has that kind of year, becomes truly an elite quarterback.
He has the talent.
He has the talent. He has the attributes. It's just a matter of putting it all together.
And also just like the offense in itself is trying so hard to be perfect that it's hard to be great. You know what I mean? Like, if you got these 2 speedsters on the outside and you got Jaden Reed and Tucker Kraft in the middle, like everything needs to come together perfectly for this offense to be great. It's not just like back in the Rodgers days when it's like, no, Rodgers is great and like Devontae is great and they're just going to figure it out. There's not a lot of figure it out with this offense. It's like everything has to click in its place for the offense to be great. Now, if everything clicks in its place, the offense can be great. It's hard for me to totally bet on that.
Brad Nortman is with us. It's Kyle Brust and Nortman, obviously. Brad is a planner, as Greg Scalzo joins us on Kyle Brust and Nortman. Brad plans 80 years in advance for everything he does. I threw together a 30th birthday party that he couldn't fathom doing in 24 hours.
When we left the show on Friday, I thought, I know Ben pulls these things off last minute, but I thought, this is what will finally do him in. And he'll finally learn his lesson.
Nobody believed that, my fiance was actually going to love it, and she loved it. And I need you to clarify.
Yeah, I was the believer, right?
You were the only believer.
I mean, here's the thing is I know Ben Brust better than anybody, and there's 2 reasons why this was going to be successful. Is one, Ben has the remarkable skill of delegation, and he wasn't going to do this or much of it on his own, right?
I did a lot of it.
You left that part out.
You don't have to be the you don't have to. You can take credit, but you can take credit for having it all happen.
Without delegate.
What did you delegate?
I mean, maybe Greg's wife dropped off a table and chairs.
Table, chairs, booze, cooler.
Oh, my goodness.
Who picked up the balloons? Was that you?
That was me.
Okay, you picked up the balloons. Great job. How much did my wife say, do you need you should get a tablecloth like this, or who told you how to get the balloons that morning so that they would be filled?
That was you.
You didn't have to worry about the cake. Somebody told you to make sure that you got candles.
Gina Della's trying to give you fruit trays.
But my point is you shouldn't blame him for that.
Well, I can blame him for taking all the credit now.
Well,
no, he lied to us.
Because that's the second point.
It did smell a little fishy.
That's the second point that I have, and why. Ben and his soon-to-be wife are great, like just tremendous fit together, and why they
Is this the
he's
best
found
man
the right
speech?
woman. No. The fact that like you have to be a certain type of person to want what his wife would want for her birthday, and truly had like an amazing time, and that's like Ben treated it like it was his event and his birthday. He literally today even told me, he goes, "Hey, Greg," he's like, "Hey, make sure you're ready to talk about my birthday on the air." And I was like, "What do you mean my birthday?" And he's talking about Elizabeth's birthday. Or I'm allowed to use her. Okay. Ben created the entire birthday for him to be the star of the show. But she enjoyed him being the star of the show because everyone could laugh at him and joke about it and the whole thing. And so it all was going to work together with him doing the hibachi chef. Everybody knows about the hibachi chef.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I didn't know if that was going to get you into hot water.
Just had some good old Japanese cuisine.
Cuisine?
Cuisine?
Wait, you mean it for real?
Yeah.
Wrong button again.
Dude, what's going on? Don't you want to get more money?
How do you pronounce that word?
Cuisine.
No. Try again.
Cuisine?
One more time.
Seriously? This is a bit, right?
No, it's not. I don't have another
There's
guess.
the frozen meals. It starts with lean. What is the second word?
What? You're not helping me.
A brand that's named Lean, and then the word you're trying to say.
Lean cruise. Am I missing a letter?
Yeah, you're missing a letter.
Cruising?
Cruisine. Nailed it. Ding, 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 ding. Cruisine. And so I think for Ben, I knew that he was going to get the right people that needed to be involved.
No, what's the damn word?
To do a lot of the work that needed to be done, and that he was going to basically get up there like a performer to perform throughout the birthday party and drive a lot of the entertainment on his own. And that's why I was a Benny believer, and it came to fruition.
Kristen Nishota says, I missed my best friend, Greg Scalzo, formerly Kristen Vu Berlin, who was cheated on his wife. His wife cheated on him with his best friend. Very timely with the past Coldplay segment we just had there. Greg, thank you very much for your time. I'm going to tell people about IKEA real quick, because if you're a college student...
Great Swedish cuisine at...
cuisine is so good there.
Great cuisine.
Seriously, what is it?
Cuisine. You got it right.
College students or parents of college students, if you're looking to make your campus living more comfortable, functional, or fashionable this year, let IKEA help. From innovative storage solutions and furniture to maximize the space, it's going to be truly inspired by you. IKEA helps make college living amazing. Qualified college students can get 15% off their IKEA purchases. Visit IKEA Oak Creek or the Ready for College section at IKEA.com/US to learn more. What the hell's the word? You guys suck. I'm not guessing.
Thanks for having me. I feel like you guys kept me off the air for the last month and a half, 2 months. Come on, Strove.
Cruising.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I feel like KBN Nation would agree, Kyle, that Ben has most of the issues on
I
this
think
panel.
I would agree that I have the most flaws on this show as well. Brad's freaking perfect.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Get your summer bliss on at Christie's Landing in Madison on Friday, July 25th. Join Carbless and ESPN Wisconsin's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman as we broadcast live at Christie's Landing from 2 to 5 p.m. on July 25th. Stop by and say hi to the crew and get your weekend started blissfully. A lakefront view, tiki bar, and you just know Carblesses will be flowing. Come and see KBN in Madison on July 25th and grab yourself a bucket of 5 Carbless ready-to-drink cocktails for just $30 at Christie's Landing.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
And ESPN Radio Extra Point with Harry Douglas.
When it comes to the Los Angeles Clippers, we got to remember they have a phenomenal head coach.
Their head coach does it all, right? And he's well respected in this league. But we talk about depth. When you look at the OKC Thunder, you look at the Indiana Pacers and those two teams making the NBA Finals this past year, what a lot of these organizations understood is that if you don't have depth and quality depth at that, you're not going to contend for an NBA championship. So you got rid of Norman Powell, who was excellent for you last season, the best season of his career, and you acquired 3 players. You got Bradley Beal, who can still score the basketball. You acquired John Collins from the Utah Jazz, and you added a backup center in Brook Lopez. So I'll take that 3-for-1 any day. And in order to be able to contend for an NBA championship, you have to be able to go into your bench and not have extreme drop-off.
Hey, Joe Fortenbaugh here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sportsbook for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with the promo code JOEQ to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free Millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
For over 50 years, Cousins Subs has celebrated and embraced the traditions of their home state of Wisconsin. And now, Cousins will be honoring a Wisconsin tradition like no other with their pull tab giveaway promo. Now through July 6th, while supplies last, guests will receive a Cousins pull tab with a sub or sub-inable purchase for a chance to win Cousins Subs for a year and much more. For additional info and official rules, visit cousinsubs.com/pull tabs. 1 pull tab per customer per transaction per day. To receive a pull tab with no purchase necessary, see official rules.
Dr. Aaron Holtebeck and his team at Holtebeck Eye Center make vision care a top priority. They are your premium provider for eye care and corrective eye surgeries. Dr. Holtebeck has been helping local patients with their eye care needs for over 20 years. Dr. Nausheen Abbas joined the Holtebeck Eye Center team last September, and her practice philosophy is to provide patient-centered medicine by giving all options. Located in Brookfield near the corner of Calhoun and Capitol. Learn more about their services at holtebeck.com.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Head on over to Road America, America's National Park of Speed. Vintage WeatherTech with Brian Redmond is up next the 17th through the 20th. That starts today. So if you need to get your tickets, you go to roadamerica.com. That is roadamerica.com to get your tickets at the best 4-mile race course in North America. So, I think I figured it out because when I saw it not phonetically, just reading it, there's a difference between that. I couldn't figure out the word cuisine, and then I guessed cruisine, and then you guys jokingly were like, yeah, cruisine. Have I now said it right? What, Strofe? Well, no, I'm going to say I now know what it is. Cuisine.
Wait.
Cuisine.
That was better.
Yeah. Say that
no R in cuisine.
Yeah, what do you mean? Cuisine?
Cuisine? Brad, I had it. Help me.
Don't help. Don't help him.
Come on. No, seriously.
It's too painful. It's too painful.
Go to help him.
One of those was right in the last minute.
You said it right.
Cuisine.
Yeah, that's it.
Woo!
With an R, though. Cuisine.
Cuisine. Feel the flow. Jim, Matt, and Molly up next in Madison. The Dam Sports Show next in Beaver Dam. Ben Brust, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe here on 94.5 ESPN. In 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Northbound on 4394, right about at Howard Avenue. We've got all lanes of traffic blocked right now because of a vehicle fire. They're putting this thing out and trying to get this cleaned up. It is a tight squeeze. Everybody's kind of going off on that left shoulder, which is pretty difficult right now. Big delays all the way back into the Mitchell interchange. We've also got an issue, a crash on the ramp from Appleton Avenue to southbound 41. Looks like that ramp might be closed right now, so that's something to be very careful about. All the way down, you're going to see more delays all the way to Capitol Drive. And northbound 41 also slowing down from Swan Boulevard up to Hampton. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco, Fisco, Fisco. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, mostly clear, cool, low of 60 at the lakefront, 52 inland. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with some evening storms, a high of 75. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The open road is calling, and the ride begins at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. This July, you could burn rubber on a custom Harley Davidson in the Fire Up Your Fantasy motorcycle giveaway. Play with your rewards card all July for entries. Thursday drawings for extra cash and reward play. Fire up your fantasy. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust talking about our friends at Road America, America's national park of speed. Get out of your house this summer and go to Road America, located conveniently between Green Bay and Milwaukee and Elkhart Lake. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road circuit that has hosted some of the best races since 1955. WeatherTech Vintage Weekend is up next July 17th through the 20th. Camp on site all weekend and enjoy free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Come for the experience and stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
Gabe Neitzel here. Catch Jen, Gabe, and Chewy mornings 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour on KBN is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. Looking for new windows, siding, roof, and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on KBN.
I don't know. I think Brad probably shouldn't be doing that anymore with his vocal cord surgery coming up.
They're already broken, so might as well just wear them in a little bit more.
I forget what you sound like.
You know, there's.
Do you forget what you sound like?
A little bit, and like for active listeners of KBN and our station, there's one recorded read that's still
a commercial
around out there. Commercial, recorded read. What am I talking about? I've been in this business long enough.
That might be worse than cuisine.
There's a recorded read out there.
I've been doing this full time for long enough. I should know that. And it's actually polyps on my vocal cords. So I don't know. It is weird. I wonder.
Does Lexi like
a little bit? She's even kind of forgotten what my old voice was like. And part of me wonders, so to catch KBN Nation up, polyps develop in my vocal cords. I need to get them surgically removed.
Because everyone knows what polyps are.
Yeah, polyps are little circular growths on my vocal cords. Surgically removed, voice rest in order to help it recover.
5 days without a...
5 days without even, no words, nothing, no
Strofe, could you do that?
Vocal cords.
5 days without making a peep?
Brother, I don't know if I make it 5 minutes. I've told you this before. I wake up every day and I start singing. Like, that's how I start my day.
Could you imagine that? Your poor girlfriend.
No, she loves it. She wakes up earlier than I do, so she's already had her first cup of coffee usually. If she hasn't, I try to avoid her side. We have 2 bathrooms.
Like, that would be a deal breaker.
Yeah, because you got to ease into the day a little bit.
I'm not a morning person.
No, I'm go, man. If I'm up.
Oh,
I'm
you?
Up.
Go. Mr. Mountain Dew?
Well, no Mountain Dews in the morning. But yeah, if I'm up, it's go.
Go.
Yeah. Yeah. So then after those 5 days, it'll be a slow ramp up. But yeah, I don't know. It'll be weird. Like What if like it happens? I mean, this is surgery. You don't know how this is gonna happen. What if my voice is like different?
That'd be so
What
fun.
if I have like a different voice?
What if you're British now?
That's not how it works.
Oh, really?
800-990-3776 is the Carbless talk and text line. Less is more. See us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. And here's the thing. When talking with Greg Scalzo, who joined us for his bi-weekly appearance that we need to keep a better tabs on to make sure he's on, we asked him the question about the Brewers and the Packers that we have on Twitter at KBN ESPN. The odds for each team to go to their respective championships is the Brewers plus 1,300. They're at the All-Star break. Play again tomorrow night against the Dodgers out west. And the Packers are plus 1,000 to get to the Super Bowl. That's the part that's hard for me right now as the math. In Brad, you're the CPA and whatnot. But as a betting person, I look at plus 1,300 and I look at the little more money you would make on $100, 1,300 versus 1,000. This is good. This goes back to my but this is an if, and I can't get myself there with this specific team right now heading into the season. If Jordan Love is an elite quarterback, if the defense is top 5 or even top 10. Right? Because of the schedule that they have and the playmakers that they have. And we'll get to that in a little bit of who they have coming up. And there's a list of the top playmakers and how many times the Packers are going to see those players. You see them a lot. We're relying, like, I can't get myself to say Packers because of the defensive line, because of not losing Jair Alexander, but not having the pieces after losing him to be like, yes, I'm very comfortable with the defensive front and the guys on the outside to work well together. They're going to get enough pressure so it won't be as long on the defensive backs. And then we have, again, a defensive backfield that I'm like, I don't know if they're going to be able to shut people down. And it's just like, I don't know how those two work together.
Yeah, when judging if any team, let alone the Green Bay Packers, are truly a team that can get to the Super Bowl and they're a championship caliber, I go to a couple things. One is, do you have an elite quarterback? And Jordan Love certainly can be. We know he's a franchise quarterback. He is a starting quarterback. He's at least a good to very good quarterback, but he's got to be elite, and he has the ability to put that all together. So do you have an elite quarterback? Do you have an elite defense? And then the other question is, and this was that kind of sparked from our conversation with Greg Scalzo, is, do you have a fatal flaw? Do you have something that can expose you that can sort of neutralize those things? I look at the Green Bay Packers. I think they have a good defense. But what happens when the defensive line, let's say it just repeats as last year, because they're basically running it back, a new position coach in D-line, but they're running back the personnel on D-line, and they were not very productive in getting a lot of pressure and making the quarterback uncomfortable. You add that to a secondary, in cornerback room specifically, where no one would say they're great. They're like, okay. Good teams and great quarterbacks who you're going to be facing in the playoffs, they will kill you in that. No rush on the quarterback and the ability to not cover a lot. So the Packers, they're not elite in enough important areas, and they have a couple fatal flaws. The Brewers, on the other hand, elite starting pitching if you can stay healthy, and bats that are just good enough to keep you in ball games.
So you mentioned the Brewers, and that's what I was going to go back to, because if we're going to talk fatal flaws, right? And comparing these two opportunities of teams to go to their championship games. The Brewers, bats, I guess, right? But that's the thing, is I can still say it, because the baseball, Strofe, I said we're going to use this term so you can hit it. There are ebbs and flows. And they're in a really, really, really good spot right now. Right, like we're seeing the run differential, we're seeing the runs scored. They're good there, but they don't have the power. They don't. They don't have the consistent power that you would need. I feel like as you get deeper and deeper in those longer series, in a 3-game series, yeah, I'll throw up Mizorowski and Freddie and hopefully Woodruff if he's able to stay healthy against just about anybody in a 3-game series. But then what happens when you have 5 games, and naturally some guys are going to get hit a little bit. You do have a decent bullpen staff that you have seen production with, but then you're looking at all these guys that are good stories, but are they championship material? When I talk about how they've won a couple games, we're like, can you believe that Isaac Collins singled and then Caleb Durbin did this and then Andrew Vaughn did this? Like, that's my fear, is the fatal flaw would be the consistency and the depth of this team from a bat standpoint. So weighing those, my heart still screams Brewers.
Yeah, mine does too. I mean, that pitching staff says a lot because they can keep you in any ball game. I think and KBN Nation, I love the Brewers, but I'm no. But no. This is not.
I love the Brewers, but
like my baseball knowledge, it wades in about a 4-foot pool. Ben's, as you saw from Over Under, when he's able to nail those, the strikeouts from the Brewers, you're in the deep end of the pool, right? So my question would be, as a casual Brewers fan that's just kind of perceiving this. So
you're in the kiddie pool?
I'm in the kiddie pool. I'm in the water, but I'm in the kiddie pool. The Brewers they're 7th in runs scored in Major League Baseball. So why are people clamoring for a big bat, more runs to be scored? Because the casual fan like me would say, well, you know what? If they're 7th in runs scored, big in point differential, why is there such a clamoring for a bat? It feels like we do have a little bit of offense.
I can't believe this is the reasoning that I'm coming up with, but I got to do it. Game 3.
I didn't like that.
Like that either.
I didn't like that.
But
because you're just saying
that's literally the answer to the question. In a one swing of the bat from the polar bear, all of my hopes and dreams and yours and everyone listening that is a Brewers fan, snap of the finger, Devin Williams, pitch to Pete Alonso, and he goes to right center.
I don't know if you have a guy right now. You have guys you feel good about that can change a game in a swing, right? Churio, Yelich, Contreras, maybe not so much this year.
He's below 700 OPS. Well below league average right
not
now.
This year, but outside of that, you don't have a guy. I mean, maybe Andrew Vaughn becomes that guy.
Stop. See, that if we do that, then we're not real.
But hold on a minute.
No.
Top 3 pick.
Stop.
Change of scenery. Been electric for 5 games.
He's not in the same conversation as these megastars.
But no, correct. Maybe he'll be one. Prince Fielder 2.0, as I believe I've said on this program.
Wow.
So, no, I don't think Vaughn is the answer. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying you don't have a guy where I think in the Pete Alonso territory that Ben refers to, where you can walk up and change the game with a swing. And that's what they lack. Now
By the way, they also have multiple, just from this example, they added Juan Soto.
Yeah.
They have Francisco Lindor. Right?
The Mets have those guys.
Those are guys.
Yeah. And the Brewers don't have that. Well, the Brewers do have that in pitching, right? They have one of the best starting rotations in all of baseball right now. They have an unbelievable bullpen and back-end help, but they lack it from the offensive perspective. Right now, their bats have been good enough. They've won them ball games. They are the second hottest team in baseball as we get to the end of the All-Star break, just behind
third best record in the NL. These are all great things, but this is all based off the question of getting to a championship. And Strofe, I want your answer of what you believe in more: plus 1,300 for the Brewers to get to the World Series, or the Packers plus 1,000 to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's really tough because I feel good about the Packers. I need to see them on the field though. Where the part I don't need to see on the field is I've seen a team 16 games over 500 for 96 games. I've seen a team sweep the LA Dodgers, who are the favorite in the NL Central, according to in the NL period, according to Potawatomi Sports.
But then you could also say, let's slow down a second. Let's see what they do out west.
Ben, you've met me before. Am I slowing down?
No. You remember he wakes up and he's go,
singing his life away.
Sal Frelick might miss Friday's game. He might miss Saturday's game. Shoot, he might even miss Sunday's game. And wow, has he been a good leadoff man. The Brewers are the best team in baseball since he's moved to the leadoff spot. Stats. I would just say this. They're going to win at least 2 out of 3 in Los Angeles. They're going to win all 3 in Seattle.
Whoa, you're doing the job of our captain of Brewers math to tell us what they're going to do, and I don't like that. You're going to be sweeping the poop deck next to Brad Dortmund.
And then they're going to win the NL Central. And then they're going to win in the divisional round. And then they're going to beat the Cubs in the championship round.
I will say.
And then my plus $1,300 ticket is going to cash. I'll take the Brewers.
I will say I will breathe so much better if they can just avoid that wild card round.
I agree.
That is a.
But then it's stressful. But it's also the
games.
same thing that we've talked about that the teams that have played the Brewers in the wild card round, like the Diamondbacks, made their way to the World Series.
True.
So you can spin it whichever way you want.
Them. Yeah.
That it's good to skip. I would obviously rather not be in the wild card. I don't care about the run. Like, if you're a team like the Brewers who haven't been in the World Series, if you can get as close as you possibly can, somehow win the NL Central and get yourself out of that wild card round, I'm feeling a hell of a lot better than a 3-game series, because that will make your sphincter tight. Tell us about Bank 5-9.
Oh,
you're right.
How are we supposed to?
What I say that was wrong? It was spot on.
Nope, it's sphincter.
Does a wild card round not make your sphincter tight?
A World Series would make my sphincter tight.
Yeah, we got to get there first. It'll be even tighter.
I couldn't imagine the tightness of a World Series. But let me tell you about Bank 5-9, because your financial situation, it might make your chest feel tight if you don't know where your money is, if you can't trust where your money is, if you don't feel like you have the financial guidance to be able to give you the confidence to be able to sleep well at night. Bank 5-9 will be able to give that to you. Bank 5-9, that stands for 1859. They've been doing this for a long time, and their mission statement is to make lives better. They make the lives better of their customers. They help them sleep at night. Trusted, local. I know from the top down, people at Bank 5-9, and the way they serve their customers is unlike anything that I've seen before, because your financial situation, it matters. It matters to you. It matters to them. But they're not even just making the lives better of their customers. The entire southeastern Wisconsin community, they are next level when it comes to charitable giving to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin, and they spend thousands upon thousands of hours serving. Some people might say they want to make lives better. Bank 5-9 actually does it. So if you're looking for that true local community bank, check out Bank 5-9 at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
John Horst had a one-on-one with Eric Name of The Athletic.
Talk about tight sphincter.
We'll get to that next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Kyle, I love you. Can't say the same. That's fair.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I'm Debbie Laziga. We've got a bunch of accidents that are happening right now. First of all, 43 northbound, the Rock Freeway right at the Hale interchange off on the right shoulder. That's got a crash to it. We've also got a crash on the off-ramp to 84th Street from eastbound 894. Also one on 94 heading northbound as you're making your way into the Plainfield curve. This is on the left shoulder. It's already kind of backed up through that area anyway, because just north of Howard we had an earlier vehicle fire that has been put out. Looks like they were able to clear this. Delays though continue all the way up past Oklahoma Avenue. On westbound 94 we do have some backups right now from about 27th Street to Mitchell Boulevard, back on the brakes from 76th Street all the way through the zoo to the county line. The right lane is blocked with a broken down vehicle right just past the county line. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, mostly clear, cool, low of 60 at the lakefront, 52 inland. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, some evening storms possible, a high of 75. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Laziga on 94.5 ESPN.
Crew Tuesdays are back on July 29th.
Terrio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in July 29th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check out your local listings to watch the game.
The NFC North Green Bay Packers are returning to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and you're invited.
At defensive end number 90, Lucas Hercules Van Ness.
Lucas Van Ness with the sack.
Coming to the all-new Cunis Hope Chevrolet of Milwaukee. Sunday, July 20th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Packer who strikes fear into quarterbacks throughout the NFL. Lucas Van Ness.
Lucas Van Ness bringing the pressure.
During this exclusive 2-hour meet and greet, color action photos of Van Ness will be provided free of charge. Or bring your own item for Lucas to sign.
Pressure, and he's blasted. Ball is out. Still
loose on the turf. Packers have it.
Welcome to Kunis Hope Chevrolet, your trusted, family-owned and locally operated dealership in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Say hello to the friendly faces and Lucas Van Ness, live at Kunis Hope Chevrolet in Milwaukee, 11100 West Metro Auto Mall Drive, just off I-41. Sunday, July 20th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
And he lost it. Packers recover.
Modernizing business technology is critical for a positive impact on efficiency and reducing operating costs. That's exactly what Tri-City National Bank found out when they called on James Imaging Systems. Listen to bank CIO Robert Prang.
We also went through a large retooling of our print environment, changing from where we had almost 200 printers.
All the way down to just 97 printers. That's managed print services from James Imaging Systems, a 100% locally owned and managed Wisconsin business technology company.
So being able to work with a local company like James that has that flexibility with their staff and being able to deliver for us has given us the ability to make the right decisions for our organization.
Robert, would you recommend managed print services from James Imaging Systems?
Yes, in a heartbeat. I would recommend James.
Learn more at jamesimaging.com. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Buying a new roof might not be the most exciting thing you'll do this year, but for us at Big Fish Contracting, being chosen to do that roof for you not only provides income for multiple families in southeastern Wisconsin, but has a global reach and impact around the world. To us, it's more than just a roof. We've been earning trust for over 2 decades, roofing, siding, windows, and more. Go to bigfishcontracting.com to learn how Big Fish is renovating homes and redeeming an industry.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Oh, baby. Now this is some breaking news.
Well, Strofe and I had fun talking about this breaking news happening in our commercial break while Brad Nortman is sitting in the dark right now. You get one guess. Because then I got to deliver it to fans.
One guess.
With our local sports teams.
Packers extend Zach Tom.
Breaking from Shams Charania.
Oh.
9-time NBA All-Star. Fill in the blank.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Damian Lillard is finalizing a 3-year, $42 million contract to return to the Portland Trail Blazers.
Oh.
Sources tell ESPN. Deal is expected to include a player option and a no-trade clause. As Shams says, a storybook reunion home for the 35-year-old.
$42 million over 3 years.
He's getting 117 million?
He's getting 22.
19? 123. Oh, it was Beal who just got his 122 over the next 5 years from the Milwaukee Bucks.
I guess that is, with his 22 from the Bucks, that's still $36 million a year.
I guess what strikes me is, boy, that happened fast.
I figured he would take the entire season off.
I mean, wow. What would be interesting, what would be very interesting, the Portland Trail Blazers aren't very good.
They stink.
But what if, we won't figure this out, because if they were good, then what would be interesting to me would happen is that if the Portland Trail Blazers were good and Damian Lillard was back at the end of the year, how that would feel after waiving him.
Yeah. It's a strange, I feel like Damian Lillard at this point in his career would take the year off and go to a true contender.
Well, no.
It's surprising. I know he's got family there.
But this is the whole thing. I mean, he wanted to go rehab in Portland this whole season. And according to Damian himself, he had said the Bucks had granted that, contrary to some reports that were out there. But this is no coincidence that Damian Lillard is signing where he was a legend, where his home is, where his heart is. And if he can be a leader to the young talent as he's rehabbing, like that's his home. Do I appreciate the attempt by John Horst to bring Damian Lillard to Milwaukee? Absolutely. I hate it for Giannis. Not that Damian went back to the Portland Trailblazers, but I hate for Giannis that all of this was invested, unfortunately, for him to get hurt and then have dead cap money on the books. You can't blame Horst for trying. But goodness gracious, it sucks that... What do the Bucks really have to show for with Damian Lillard, other than an NBA in-season championship?
Congrats to the champs.
I mean, nothing really. It was a huge disappointment, and not necessarily to anybody's fault. You know, Giannis got hurt, then Dame got hurt. It just, the stars didn't align for it, right? Because when the Bucks win a championship, when anybody wins a championship, there is a level of just personalities and play and health, and all the stars align. And the very opposite happened. It was a black hole. There was no stars aligned. It was a black hole. And it's just too bad. I give Horst credit, but I almost wonder, you know, does John Horst just swing to swing? Because sometimes I wonder, is he calculating both financial implications? Do their games match? You know, I don't know. There's so many. I give him credit for being so aggressive, of trying to maximize Giannis's window. But this is a big swing, and it ended up being a big miss. We cheered it. I cheered it. I supported it. But it ended up being
Everybody cheered it and supported it. Everyone did. Here's John Horst as we're talking about how Damian Lillard was just signed a contract per Shams Charania to go back home to Portland for 3 years after being waived by the Milwaukee Bucks. This is John Horst on the offseason with Eric Name of The Athletic. I've done everything within my human possible power this offseason. We do everything we can to put the next version of this thing out there. Have we done enough? ? I don't know. We'll find out. Have we done everything we possibly could ? Absolutely. That was John Horst with Eric Name on The Athletic. And yeah, again, it's one of those things where you can look at this offseason and now you see where Dame lands. He's likely going to be out the entire year because they're no good, but he's home. He's happy. Not saying he was never all into Milwaukee. John Horst takes swings, and I will always give John Horst credit for taking swings. But sometimes his swings look like Alex Strofe in L.A. hitting off a tee.
Making contact with all tee, no ball. That's what this one was, unfortunately, with Damian Lillard. Again, not with anything his fault. When you read that quote from John Horst from The Athletic by Eric Name, it almost sounds like when you get to a breaking point of a relationship and the person's like, I don't know what more I can do for you, right? Like, I feel like I've done everything for you. Now, they could be right or they could be wrong, but it seems to me like John Horst is hearing the criticism. I don't know what's going on behind closed doors. We still don't have an affirmative from Giannis saying, oh yeah, I'm going to be a Buck for life or whatever. It sounds like the criticism is coming to a head, and this is John Horst in a relationship saying, listen, I've done everything you've asked of me. I've tried to be the best boyfriend or girlfriend I could possibly be. What more do you want me to do? I've done it all. Not condescending is the wrong word, but there's like a plea for, remembering of how much I've done for you and trying to change the narrative that this team is not a championship team. So it sounds a little bit of like a level of desperation. I'm not going to lie.
Well, guess what?
What?
What team does Drew Holiday play for?
Portland Trailblazers.
X-Files, maybe? We haven't played those in a while.
That would be the wildest end of this trade. You have Drew Holiday on the Milwaukee Bucks. You have Damian Lillard on the Portland Trailblazers. Drew Holiday gets traded to the Trailblazers for Damian Lillard. And eventually, they end up swapping back to the original team after a lot of chaos and disappointment.
Which makes you think again, he did swing for Damian Lillard, which we all cheered. But what would Drew have been if you run it back?
Well, you're saying the last 2 years?
Yeah.
Would
it be three first? Would it be two? But would it be 2 first-round exits? Would Giannis be as concerned about the roster? Drew's getting older. His contract's much bigger now because that's the hard part about all this.
There's a lot of what ifs.
There's a lot of what ifs, even as I play the X-Files music about Drew Holiday, because he signed a deal with the Celtics, which makes his contract. Send Kyle Kuzma to Portland, please. Pair him with whoever.
And the Bucks are getting desperate. You can tell it in John Horst's voice from all these different maneuvers they're trying to make. They're getting desperate, and they honestly should be getting desperate because you don't know what Giannis wants to do. You don't know his future, and even with that, Giannis's prime is condensing, and you have so little assets.
Giannis to Portland? No. No, there's nothing I would take from Portland.
I would want nothing. No.
Drew Holiday is a Portland Trailblazer. I don't know how you get him back to Milwaukee, but if I know Giannis wants him, but I don't know if it makes sense at his age and his contract.
Yeah.
This is all so fascinating. NBA offseason is a circus, and I'm here for it. I am here for it.
Do you want to see Drew Holiday as a Buck again?
In my heart, yes. In my brain, no. If that makes sense. Like, in my heart, it's literally... What is it? It's 4 years. 4 years ago today, Drew Holiday stripped the ball.
Oh.
Am I misremembering this, Strofe?
You're right.
4 years ago today, Drew Holiday
that was such
stripped the ball and threw the valley-oop to Giannis.
I'll never forget that play.
Shams, give me some more news. But that's my heart speaking. That's my heart speaking. Does Drew Holiday bring them closer to winning a championship as the team is constructed?
They do not. He does not.
I mean, a little bit, but
I would watch the games for nostalgic purposes. Because I love Drew Holiday, I love Giannis, I love
Drew
the
was
emotions.
my favorite Buck. He was my favorite to watch.
Yeah,
I
so steady.
Couldn't play a lick of defense. That's why I didn't play as a freshman in college. But when you watch him change the game and change the entire series against the Phoenix Suns when the Bucks won a championship, it was because of Drew Holiday. Now that Damian Lillard is signed with the Portland Trailblazers, he's on the same team as Drew. It doesn't make sense to have 2 old guys.
No.
Drew's gonna be on the move. Am I like now this isn't his X-Files-y. But does he come to the Bucks is the next question. Yes, Alex Strofe.
In the lane, Holiday rips it away. 16 seconds to go to Giannis. Slam it! How about that?
Audio courtesy of our sister station, 620 WTMJ and the Bucks Radio Network.
The longer we get away from that championship, the more I just appreciate it. What a run. What a series.
Damian Lillard traded to the Portland Trailblazers. They now have a young point guard, Damian Lillard, and Drew Holiday all on the same team. The math ain't mathin'. What's next? Something's next. But John Horst, in the quote I just read, said he's done everything he can. Send Kuzma to the moon. More next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Steph, your biggest strength in life that you bring to this world?
Probably my wife, because she keeps me calm. Even when I'm cursing at the TV during Packers games, I always know I can fall back on her.
That's sweet, man. Who knew KBN Nation with so many simps? Boy, I love this. I love this.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We do have some problems in the southern areas right now. We've got a crash on northbound 4394 right as you're coming out of the Mitchell interchange. It is off on the left shoulder. We've also got a crash on the off-ramp to 84th Street from 894 eastbound. And another issue on northbound on the Rock Freeway just as you're getting into the Hale to go northbound on 894. Another crash there off on the right shoulder. Now, as far as delays are concerned, we've got some backups with a bit of an issue. We do have a crash on the ramp from Appleton Avenue to 41 southbound. That's going to be heavy. That ramp is closed right now, so that's going to be causing some issues. Delays continue all the way down to about Capitol Drive, with the northbound side slowing down from Watertown Plank Road all the way up to Hampton. I'm Debbie Lazago with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Mostly clear, cool, low of 60 at the lake, 52 inland. Tomorrow, mostly sunny. Some evening storms possible, a high of 75. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hi, Mitzi. What's the news from Kessler's in Brookfield?
Everything's smooth like butter. We're all just marching to the beat of the big bass drum.
That sounds like fun.
Your email said you wanted to talk about 32 things. What are they?
The 32 things are rare and special engagement rings.
Tell me more.
Each one of these amazing rings is just waiting for someone to choose the center stone.
What about the side stones?
All the side stones are Kessler 81s.
81 windows exploding with light instead of just 57 windows that are modestly glowing like most other diamonds.
We have 16 rings in 18 karat gold and 16 rings in platinum.
All they need is a center diamond?
Yeah, and our prices on natural center diamonds and created center diamonds are incredibly low right now.
Each store has a beautiful assortment of these rings?
Yes, and they're priced from just $900 up to $3,900.
Good job. Keep marching to the beat of that big bass drum, Mitzi.
I'm excited.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
At Citizens Bank, community banking is you, growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you, buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you, building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Drive a clean car every day. Tsunami Express Car Wash makes driving in style simple with unlimited washes for less than $1 a day. Become a member and enjoy premium fast lane access, free vacuums, and powerful tire air, all included in your membership. With locations in Midtown Milwaukee, Waukesha, Greenfield, Oak Creek, New Berlin, and Mount Pleasant, it's easier than ever to get a winning wash with Milwaukee's favorite car wash team. Sign up and score big at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat.
Kyle Brust and Nortman's Ben Brust here for Grimal and Associates Insurance. They do what anyone with a growing family, like myself, does. Protect what matters most. Grimal and Associates specializes in coverage that's tailored exactly to you. Clients aren't just policies, they're part of their community. Personalized American Family Insurance back service, expert guidance, and genuine commitment. Grimal and Associates focuses on building trusted relationships and providing peace of mind. The same values they've had for over 30 years in the Milwaukee area. Connect with Grimal and Associates at teamgrimal.com.
Get ready for Germanfest, carnival style. Sink your teeth into Spanferkel, cheer on the tiny racers at the Dachshund Derby, and dance the night away with Vox Club, Juhe aus Tirol, and top bands from around the country. Don't miss the colorful parade, and on Saturday night, wear your best costume for the masquerade ball at the Miller Stage. Eat, drink, schunkel, and make it your tradition at Germanfest. For more information and online tickets, visit Germanfest.com.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The Wisconsin summer offers so many things for you to do from an active standpoint all year round, really. But if you got pain in your knees, your hips, your shoulders, or your back, you can't do those things. You are not living your fullest life. QC Kinetics, though, is here to give you back that pain-free life. Whether it be chronic tendonitis, arthritis that's developing, you're probably feeling that pain in those joints as you're hearing my voice. QC Kinetics, their mission is to give you back that lifestyle, that freedom, that pain-free life that you remember but might feel like it was a long time ago. Don't believe it when they say that only surgery or drugs or whatever else might be your only option. Get that free second opinion, that free consultation that QC Kinetics offers, because they are the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. They use treatments like advanced cellular therapy, platelet-rich plasma, all designed to help your body heal itself. And they can offer the pain-free life for the long term, not just a quick fix. Don't just take my word for it. 92% of patients report satisfaction with their results, and so many come in for that free consultation. And after they hear what QC Kinetics can do for them, they don't want to wait, and I don't blame them. The sooner that you can get that pain-free living, the sooner you can go on enjoying life. So if you want to get your free consultation and take the first step to a pain-free life, call QC Kinetics today at 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
All right, two bits of news just happened. One more breaking. Damian Lillard to the Portland Trail Blazers for 3 years. On $42 million with a player option, no trade. He's basically back home. He's back home. He's where he wants to be, is where his heart is. And then I see statement from CEO Andy Byron.
Oh, no.
Who got caught on the kiss cam.
Yeah, give me the statement. Good for Dame. I don't care.
I know you don't care about Dame.
It's not that I don't care about Dame. Here's my long and short of it. You took the swing. It was the right swing. It didn't work. It was a bad trade. He didn't do much for us. It is what it is. Good guy. Glad he's back in Portland. Congrats.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I think what I'm feeling is some somberness. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman till 5 o'clock here before the homer hour.
You're feeling somber because this guy's inevitably going to get a divorce?
No, more
That is
so
sad.
when you played Drew Holiday is on the same team as Damian Lillard. It's 4 years ago today that Drew Holiday stole the ball away.
What's the statement say?
Hey, we're going to get to it. We can do both. And then I'm thinking about when you think about championship teams, you always think about how you can become a dynasty, right? When you win one, like the Packers in 2010, the next year they started 15-1, right? Like Balaga, all like talking with him, he felt like that was a year. Even 2014, that felt like a year. Seattle again in the NFC Championship game, like weren't able to parlay all that, right? And when you think about the Bucks and Giannis, you think about winning the title in 21, and then you just like that somber sadness that I think you maybe feel as well as to me 2022. Middleton gets hurt, right? Then you got 3 first-round exits.
I mean, what is it, Andy Bernard on The Office, where it's why doesn't anyone tell you these are the good old days when you're in them?
Do you think that's how Andy Byron was feeling when he got put on the kiss cam?
In the moments before,
Did you read
I just
the
read
statement?
The statement. It's unbelievable.
Can you tell why it's unbelievable?
Because he blames Coldplay.
No. Come on.
For those who missed it, the viral video going around, Damian Lillard did just sign with the Portland Trail Blazers, but Strofe can't get enough of the Astronomer CEO who was caught on the kiss cam with his
director of
HR, who was just promoted with somebody next to them who also works there.
Yeah, that was covering up for them. Statement from CEO Andy Byron, quote, I want to acknowledge the moment that's been circulating online and the disappointment it's caused. What was supposed to be a night of music and joy turned into a deeply personal mistake, playing out on a very public stage. I want to sincerely apologize to my wife, my family, and the team at Astronomer. You deserve better for me as a partner, as a father, and as a leader. How about as a husband, Andy? This is not who I want to be or how I want to represent the company I helped build. I'm taking time to reflect, to take accountability, and to figure out the next steps, personally and professionally. I ask for privacy as I navigate that process.
Dude, shut down your LinkedIn. Your comments are going crazy.
I also want to express how troubling it is that what should have been a private moment became public without my consent. I respect artists and entertainers, but I hope we can all think more deeply about the impact of turning someone else's life into a spectacle. As a friend once sang,
isn't this
Coldplay? Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. End quote.
Are we sure this is a real statement?
He did not say that last sentence.
I mean, it's in the statement.
There is no chance. Where did you get the statement?
Private moment in a public setting? Private moment?
How do we know this? Because I'm looking on Google for
hold
news.
on. I want to acknowledge how absurd this is.
No, we are You're supposed to be more of the journalist.
Are we sure? Then let me be a journalist.
Do you know this is his statement?
Yes, this is 100% proven his statement from Astronomer.
Coldplay lyrics in the statement.
Also within the statement, he says a private moment. Let's just say you go naked in public. If you go naked to a concert, you get charged with public indecency. That's just because maybe it's private for you, doesn't mean it's a private setting. You were in a public setting where 100%
He needs better lawyers.
It is legal to put you on the Jumbotron. You having your arms wrapped around somebody else that isn't your wife and then hitting the deck is not a private moment. This is bad.
That's bad. That lacks self-awareness, Strofe. Your favorite quality.
Yeah, Strofe does not like when people lack self-awareness, a.k.a. why he's irate about the CEO of Astronomer and moving on from Damian Lillard like he's
blaming
nothing.
Coldplay and the concert operators.
Wow.
How dare you? How dare you?
Let me fully confirm this is the statement because it's that unbelievable.
You just said it was 100% true.
From what I can tell,
now
it's
I can't trust you.
Read the last sentence again.
It's a lyric. I got it. As a friend once sang, lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you.
That can't
Andy.
be real.
It's totally
if
fake.
It's real.
We
this
literally
guy,
had somebody on our show who was scammed by the Pakistani consulate. We need to double check our
they are
sources.
targeting Good Karma brands.
Double check your sources. Damian Lillard signed with the Portland Trail Blazers. We wrap up the show and send it to Homer next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Listen, Diana, that's her name. Listen, we all about positive manifestation. I like you, Diana. All it is negative.
Diana.
Criticize.
Dirty Diana. I love you, Kyle.
Love you too, girl.
I love you, Kyle.
I love you too. That's what I'm talking about. The real Packer Nation.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Get your summer bliss on at Christie's Landing in Madison on Friday, July 25th. Join Carbliss and ESPN Wisconsin's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman as we broadcast live at Christie's Landing from 2 to 5 p.m. on July 25th. Stop by and say hi to the crew and get your weekend started blissfully. A lakefront view, tiki bar, and you just know Carblisses will be flowing. Come and see KBN in Madison on July 25th and grab yourself a bucket of 5 Carbliss ready-to-drink cocktails for just $30 at Christie's Landing.
The deals are heating up at the Summer Savings Event all summer long at Cunis. Get the hottest savings of the year at nearby Milwaukee Metro Cunis locations in Oak Creek, Greenfield, and the new Cunis Hope Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall. We have sizzling new vehicle specials on the most popular cars, trucks, and SUVs from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. Or with one of our 10 pre-owned super specials, you'll be swimming in a pool of savings. Plus, keep your vehicle refreshed with our service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes.
I'm Brian Bohm, General Manager of Cunis of Oak Creek.
And I'm Bill Eater, General Manager of Cunis of Greenfield.
We would like to invite you to take advantage of these great monthly specials.
And remember that your vehicle will be covered by our exclusive No Fear Lifetime Powertrain Warranty included with new and qualified pre-owned purchases.
Call or stop in today for your VIP appointment.
Get outside and enjoy the Summer Savings Event at Cunis. Start your search online at CunisMilwaukee.com.
Your path to a degree should fit your life, not the other way around. At Lakeland University, you can personalize every part of your college experience. With a main campus in Sheboygan, evening classes across the state, and flexible online options, you choose how and when you learn. Just graduated high school, changing careers, juggling work and life, they've got options for you. You can even earn credit for experience you already have, or for the work you're doing now, saving time and money. Start customizing your future today at lakeland.edu/ESPN. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
One call, that's all. It's not just a slogan, but a way of life at Gruber Law Offices. If you've been injured, call our team today. We've represented tens of thousands of injured Wisconsinites for well over 30 years. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You're back at the gym. Your new gym outfit? On point. Your new sneakers? Baller. You've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with Access Checking. It's maintenance fee-free with no minimum balance requirements. So when you take your first yoga class in 10 months, your body might surprise you, but your checking account won't. You've got this with Access Checking from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
And I
IKEA Oak Creek, we love helping you make your home uniquely yours. And now we are making it even more rewarding with new rewards from IKEA Family. With rewards, members earn points on every purchase and extra points for things like attending qualifying IKEA family events, utilizing IKEA planning services, and much more. Then use your points for great rewards, including discounts on purchases and services, and of course, delicious food. Did somebody say meatballs? IKEA is making it more rewarding than ever to be part of our family. Not a member yet? Sign up for free at IKEA.com/US and start earning.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Lights will guide you home.
Grimal and Associates Insurance protects what matters most. Make sure you prioritize what matters most to you in life. And they'll specialized coverage that's tailored exactly to you. Clients aren't policies. They're part of the Grimal and Associates community that's been serving the greater Milwaukee area for over 30 years. With their personalized American family insurance, back service, expert guidance, and a genuine commitment to the people they serve, Grimal and Associates isn't just selling insurance. They're building trusted relationships and providing peace of mind for life's most important moments. I can speak from experience. Getting married, having a kid, having protection for the things that matter most is important. Connect with them at teamgrimal.com. That's team GRAMOLL.com. That's GRAMOLL.com. Teamgrimal.com. All right, it's Ben Brust, Brad Nortman, no Kyle Wallace, UKBN Nation until 5 o'clock. Strofe is producing. Damian Lillard signed with Blazers. Brad and I were trying to look back at the last 4 years as this is the day of 4 years ago that Drew Holiday had the alley-oop to Giannis after he stole the ball.
Great play. And
I mentioned that there might be a statement from the Astronomer CEO that was caught at a Coldplay concert with his director of HR that's gone viral, 63 million views just on one account.
Oof.
And Strofe was said with 100% certainty while he was ranting and raving that this guy has no self-awareness. Because, of course, any idiot would never believe that he would put Coldplay lyrics in his statement.
There was also a typo in the statement that I noticed while I was reading it.
Yeah, there was a typo.
Strofe, you should have stopped at the Coldplay. As a friend once said.
Once sang.
What? Sang.
Please apologize to Andy Byron.
As a journalist. You're a journalist,
You're
right?
As a journalist.
Journalism major.
I may have gotten a little bit excited about the story that I wanted the statement to be real, and I was manifesting a statement by the end of the show because it's almost 6 o'clock Eastern, and there's still no statement from this company, which is a horrible PR move. I also studied PR. I would just say this. It is bad by me to not fact check this before reading it and roasting him on the radio, though...
It felt like you really wanted to do it.
He deserves public shame because hitting the deck is crazy.
What's he supposed to do?
Because if he just ate it, if he just sat there and smiled and maybe smooched
put yourself in his shoes. You're a CEO of a $2 billion evaluation company, and you're on the Jumbotron with someone who's underneath you at work. Wow, that came out bad. I feel like Michael Scott right now. Legitimately, that felt like a Michael Scott line. And you are on camera. Strofe, you're hitting the deck.
No.
You're hitting the deck.
Well, first off, it's impossible to put me in these man's shoes, given like 6 things you said. Number one, CEO. Me?
Next is billionaire or millionaire with $1 billion company.
Right. I mean, there's so many problems with putting me in this person's shoes.
But we do that all the time with athletes.
I think
we try and put ourselves in their shoes to try and think about what they may say.
I don't think I ever try to do that. I just think you have to understand if you're going into public in a what is clearly an affair, you have to understand you may be caught. And you have to think about...
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing.
They were so reckless. So reckless.
But here's... Not to go conspiracy here, But I can't believe Strofe got me down this road.
Yes, you can.
He's at a concert in public. He's got to have a ton of people in that area, because I think that's where the company's based out of as well, that know who he is. He's either an idiot or has an open relationship or really just doesn't give a damn, but by the way he dropped down to the floor, it felt like he gave a damn.
Yeah, there was no level of secrecy to this, at least seemingly.
You're talking about Damian Lillard going back to the Trailblazers or the astronomer CEO?
Of course. The astronomer CEO. Yeah, they're asking for it. They were asking for it. Just an absolutely stunning turn of events.
It's a stunning video. It's truly stunning.
I wonder what song was being played.
They were in a Kiss Cam break. So they were just playing a little faint instrumental. I wasn't joking when I said Chris Martin said out loud, the lead singer of Coldplay. They are either in an affair or very shy. That's what he said after he hit the deck. I can find the audio.
No.
How do you know it's real? Based off your track record now.
Strofe was so eager to read that
Dude,
statement.
he wanted to destroy this man on the air without actually doing fact checking. It's actually really sad for a guy that was in PR and journalism.
Yeah.
Fraud. For those who missed it, Damian Lillard per Shams Charania has signed a 3-year, 35. I got a $42 million deal.
Well, and that
option 27-28. Yes, Alex Strofe.
Jeez.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Fake.
No, that's the real footage. That's the video we're talking about.
Okay.
Wow.
Just want to make sure.
Dwelling on the fact, it's ironic, right, that Dame got signed on the same day that the Valley-Oop happened. I remember that play so vividly. I remember that run so vividly.
It's a where were you when moment.
It was a where were you when moment. It makes me a little sad. It really does, because it's like it's human nature when you're experiencing that to enjoy the ride, but so quickly.
Interesting phrasing.
So then so quickly be like what you said. Well, how many is Giannis going to win? He's on his way to do this and that. I appreciated it, but now I think about it, I want to appreciate it even more.
You want to get a little spin zone?
Would love to.
Not a spin zone, but just kind of a wild way to sum this all up per Shams. Portland traded Damian Lillard for Drew Holiday. Tumani Kamara, assets in 2023. Then Holiday to Boston for Robert Williams, Malcolm Brogdon, and assets. One led to Denny Avdija, who's really good. Now, the Blazers have Lillard, Holiday, Avdija, Robert Williams, Kamara, a 2029 first, and 2 Milwaukee swaps. Basically, it's
that's
like
playing chess.
Is that playing chess? They basically got everything like kind of back as Damian's older and Drew's older. Like, or I guess who they traded for.
They got all
Dame.
the assets that were traded, basically. One way or another, everything that they worked around, they all landed back on Portland. Absolutely wild.
It is a little wild.
What a day.
I can't believe it.
Day.
Lewis, I can't believe it. Ben Brust is more credible of a reporter than Strofe.
Do we need to start second-guessing Strofe's statements and
guys,
fact-checking?
I think I just got a little caught up in the moment. That's all.
But that's not what you're allowed to do. You're our last line of defense.
No, you're right. And again, I apologize for misleading. I just think that would have been the more entertaining route for an entertainment
Somebody
program.
got out of the car or left to go do something.
And they're telling their wife.
They're telling their wives about these statements,
crap,
and it's your fault.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's irresponsible by me. I apologize.
So apologize to the fans, too.
I apologize to KBN Nation, and most importantly, Homer, because he probably has no idea what the hell we're talking about.
Homer, do you know what we're talking about?
I do.
Wow.
What are your thoughts?
The world we live in, everybody should know everything is seen or heard. And if they don't accept that, then, I don't know what they're thinking.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was
tells you
getting
why
at.
I've said I don't know why people get married.
Oh, Homer.
If he's not married, who cares?
But he's got kids.
Fine, you got kids. Fine. I mean, like I said, you're a man of such a level of standard. But okay, say they have kids.
Yeah.
And he's not married. Okay, and they've been together. This is no story at all. He's out with some other woman.
Is he still living with
Yes,
and living a life that looks like marriage?
That looks like marriage, but
yeah,
they're not married.
There's still heartbreak.
Well, sure, there's heartbreak, but there's no big story.
I think there's a story.
If he hits the deck like he hit the deck, there's still a story.
Okay, well, the story is he's, having a fling with someone else, which thousands of
he's
people
at a
do.
show with 50,000 other people.
Yeah.
And he hits the deck while on the Jumbotron in front of those 50,000 other people. Everybody there, their takeaway from the night was not, wow, Coldplay put on an amazing show. Their takeaway from the night is, what the hell's wrong with that guy?
Homer, how impressive is it that Bradley Beal got bought out for as much as he did?
No,
the Bucks are trendsetters.
Yes, they are, totally. Whoever said that, they were right. They changed the rules from 30 to 113, and then Beal got 90, whatever. They anteed up 15, so they didn't. But yes, they clearly changed the view in the NBA of how much you'll ante up, get rid of somebody.
You'll hear more from Homer coming
Jay
up
Billis.
next. Jay Billis?
Jay Billis.